This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey, buddy, what's up, dough freaks in the Bay Area? Mitch, we have a live show we're doing this month, January 25th, as part of SF Sketchfest.
Ding, 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 ding. Get the trolleys ready, Wags.
Wow. Heat up a big bowl of rice-a-roni and meet us there at the Palace of Fine Arts Theater, Saturday, January 25th.
San Francisco, get some more suspensions for that bridge, because the Doughboys are coming over it, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tickets at doughboyspodcast.com/live. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California Dreamin' on Such a Winter's Day. Released in December 1965, California Dreamin' was the biggest hit of vocal quartet The Mamas and the Papas, consisting of married couple John and Michelle Phillips, male vocal lead Denny Doherty, and breakout contralto Cass Elliot, better known as Mama Cass, a nickname from which she later tried to distance herself. Debuting contemporaneously with the folk rock schism depicted in James Mangold's recent biopic A Complete Unknown, the foursome embraced both genres and recorded a slew of enduring hits, accumulating 6 top 10 singles before infighting ended their tenure after just 3 years. Michelle Phillips and Denny Doherty had an affair, and after its exposure, Doherty and the cuckolded John Phillips collaborated to write a song about it. Weird. The illicit liaison was exacerbated by Cass Elliott's crush on Doherty. Cass allegedly told Paramore Michelle in response, quote, "I don't get it. You could have any man you want. Why would you take mine?" Subsequently, John Phillips was cucked again, this time by Byrds member Gene Clark, which almost makes you wonder if he was maybe into it. This led to Michelle's replacement in the group, though they'd quickly reconcile and reform the core four. But after Cass Elliot had a breakout hit with her solo Mamas and the Papas song Dream a Little Dream of Me, she formally departed the group to launch her own career. Sadly, that was cut short by her death from heart failure, an incident falsely attributed to asphyxiation on a ham sandwich, a cruel fabrication based on her body type that persists as an urban legend 40 years after her passing. But despite all the drama and the tragedy, the band's catalog continued to receive heavy airplay over the decades, and in 1997, the Mamas and the Papas were nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the very same year that brothers Aro and Alan Agacanyan opened a Los Angeles-based pizza parlor with an almost identical name, though they claim no direct inspiration. The Pizzeria would become a favorite of Angelino's, famed for its record-setting gigantic pies and receiving an estimated $10 million in free advertising when host Ellen DeGeneres distributed its slices to celebrities during the 2014 Oscars. Today, with 17 locations in LA County and growing, like its near-namesake Hall of Fame vocal ensemble, the Armenian-Italian-American joint has become inextricably linked with the city and state. And at a time when natural disaster has devastated LA neighborhoods across class lines, a tragedy exacerbated by private sector greed and public sector incompetence, we're all California dreaming, on such a winter's day, of a better future. Or maybe just the comfort of a nice slice of pizza. This week on Doughboys, Big Mama's and Papa's Pizzeria. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, Dozferatu, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Dozferatu or Dozferatu?
Dozferatu.
It was Chew?
It was Chew. Dozferatu.
I think you said Dozferatu.
No, I didn't. Did I?
I plussed it up.
Dozferatu.
Chew.
Dozferatu.
Dozferatu.
You didn't plus it up. I read what was in the roast.
I plussed it up.
Dozferatu. I'll show it to our guest. It says it's right there. Dozferatu.
I see Dozferatu.
Yes.
If you don't like that, how about Gozferapu? Love you guys, and shout out to my friend Matt for introducing me to the pod. Hope you're well.
I thought that was a Simpsons reference. I thought he was saying, like, I like, that's my favorite character.
Oh, yeah, same.
Goes for a poo. I was like, is that what they were trying to say?
Oh, no, I think it goes for a poo.
You have such Simpsons brain, you're unable to read it.
Yeah.
Anything other than.
And you know what? You know who my favorite character is?
Who's that?
Homer.
What are you being all high and mighty about that? You're taking an ethical stance.
Homer's my favorite.
I actually like Bart Simpson, but to each his own.
Homer and Bart together. We've talked about this before.
Great duo.
It's a great duo.
Yeah.
It's
Dumb guy and his dumb kid. It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Lisa, of course.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
That's the writers love Elisa. What were you gonna say? Well, you were gonna say something about Nosferatu.
I was gonna ask, was it Doe's like take snaps, or is it Doe like Doughboys?
It's spelled out as Doughs. So Dough's like the Doughboys.
I think we just plussed up this fucking roast again.
Fura, and then Fera, Fera, like feral, but without the L, and then Chew is written out as CH.
Our old headquarters. Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Fera
it.
Chew.
I like it. I haven't seen Nosferatu yet, but I saw Brutalist yesterday.
You haven't seen Nosferatu yet?
I haven't seen Nosferatu. No, I didn't see Brutalist yesterday. I saw it Wednesday.
Okay. As of this recording.
Oh, yes. It took one Brutalist viewing for LA to be in an apocalypse, basically, the city. One runtime of Brutalist. I came out of the theater and LA was the LA itself was on fire.
We are for some context, this is our first record of 2025. We have released some episodes that we recorded in 2024. This is the first one we're actually recording in the new year. We are going to talk about the apocalyptic fires, which are happening right now as of this recording. We'll talk about those with our guest.
We're in a this is fine situation.
We're in a this is fine sort of situation, much like the famous meme.
Yeah. Mike, if you could make us like that meme for a second, that would be pretty great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If you could do that.
I can take care of that.
All right, perfect. I guess we maybe just stay still for a second.
Well, it's like the thing is, it's like it's just the dog. So maybe it should just be you, just being the dog.
This is fine. Okay, good. That's pretty good. A bad.
You want to actually, our guest? Do you want to do an alt just in case we want to use you instead?
Sure, yeah. I should say this is fine.
Yeah, say this is fine.
This is fine.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Guy's a pro.
Fuck. Am I gonna now? I have to watch. This is like watching like a TV show and seeing the guy who got a role I auditioned for. Am I gonna look at the video and it's gonna be Zach is gonna be the one that gets the treatment?
We'll see the final. We'll let the director choose
No,
who he wants to use. We have options, so whatever alt he wants to pull.
It would be fun to make us dog-like. If you do it, I mean, whatever. You can do whatever you want. It's been a very.
So if we do that, then damn it, Jemmy should be a person.
Absolutely.
Can you make me he's now covering his head because we just gave him so much work to do in a week where he may have to abandon his home. But a very tense week here, Wags.
Yeah. Our just for audio listeners, our supervising video producer Casey Donahue is not here today. Mike Dorfman, our video editor, is over there running the video feed along with Emma and Amelia, who are in studio. We got a full house today.
We do. I think it will be a cathartic day. I think a very nerve-wracking a couple days. So,
and we have a lot to say. I don't want to talk forever before we get to our guest. So I think we should just if we have one thing we want to say, we each can say one thing. And maybe yours was the "this is fine" thing. If that's what you want to go with.
That's what I get?
Well, no, if you have something else, that's fine. But you can also say
maybe I'll start with I'm sorry to everyone who's lost their homes instead of me doing a meme. My thing that I will say is that our heart goes out to everyone who has lost their homes.
Yes,
friends,
100%.
Friends and their family of our friends.
We know people. I feel like everyone in LA knows someone who has lost everything. It's fucking
people who
horrible.
have guested on the show have lost their homes. It's very
and we know
tragic.
A lot of our listeners are dealing with that as well, and it's fucking.
And we're here to
awful.
support in any way that we can. I guess today is by making a unfunny podcast is the way we're supporting. But
yeah, right.
We'll do anything that we can to help people here. It sucks. It's bad.
We'll offer we can offer assistance to people by linking you to the discount code you can use for a free Uber ride. So I think it's Wildfire 25 or whatever.
Also, if you buy one Birdfuck sticker, you get the second one free. I think we're going to talk.
We'll run that by kinship.
We'll
see if that
we get shot down. No, it's horrible, and we want to try to bring some levity to it, but it is bad. Can
I give you some credit real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Because we weren't sure if we were going to do this record, and part of why we're doing this record is because our guest is in town, and we'd scheduled it anyway. And we decided why the fuck not? But I was kind of I don't know. It feels weird to kind of get in studio, have everyone come in studio or whatever. Headgum shut down. Big surprise there. Real change from normal operations. No one's at Headgum. But anyway, I was like,
I told you all the hunks are they're volunteer firefighters, just ripping their shirts off.
Anyway, the
firefighters thought I was a volunteer firefighter, but I was just wearing my CPAP mask as I walked up. What's going on up here? You coming in to help? No, what's happening? I woke up from it's noon and I just woke up.
We were like, should we record? It feels weird right now. And then you were basically, you were just like, hey, Starbucks is open. And I was just sort of you know what? Like, it's the same thing we experienced during the pandemic. People who have like actual jobs that actually contribute something to the economy are like still going to work. If you were at fucking McDonald's, you aren't like, your boss isn't like, it's fine, we'll be here, whenever you're ready. Like, there's none of that. It's just like you have to go to your fucking job. So I as a food podcast, we're just sort of like, hey, the restaurant we're reviewing is open today. So I guess it's fine for us to record.
There's a bunch of people in there working. That's that to me was when I was home, I told you this. On the weekend, I had ordered Becca and the Dose Cord was my my Secret Santa, and I ordered her cat coasters. Yeah, and I was like, cat butt coasters. Yes. So they got cat butt. It's like cats showing their buttholes, and I was like, those are cute. I want them. I got back here on Saturday. I ordered them for myself. All of the world starts falling apart, and I was like, I need to cancel these cat butt coasters. I can't have someone deliver me cat butt coasters during, the city being on fire. Right. I could not cancel them. They came on, I believe, on Thursday, and I was like, because like by Tuesday or Wednesday, I was trying to be like, I need to cancel this.
This is coming out like maybe a week or two after the fact. So like, but this is in context for where the week was. Like Tuesday, we started to get an inkling that something was going amiss. Wednesday and Thursday, the whole city's up in flames.
Yes, and so I was like, I can't have this guy be delivering cat butt coasters and Vaseline, which is a weird combo, but it was for my CPAP. Right. It wasn't for anything nefarious. And
so what? You're like a volunteer firefighter, or what do you need this for?
In a way, kind of. Yeah. And so I said to the guy, I was like, hey man, I'm so sorry. I was trying to cancel this order. This is true. I was like, I went out when he came. Luckily, I just caught him, and I was like, I tried to cancel this order. This is embarrassing. And he's like, oh, it's fine, man. It's just smoky outside. He was very like up on it. He was like, but he's like, the only fucked up thing is like, they're trying to make us still deliver up into the fucking hills. And that's so fucked up and so horrible.
Into mandatory evacuation zones.
Into evacuation zones. And I'm like, that's so fucking fucked up. And so thank you to every, delivery driver, mail person, news anchor, reporters who were there on the scene, and firefighters, of course, too, and first responders. That's where my head's at. But every person who's doing their 9 to 5 throughout all this too is who I want to thank.
That's well said, Mitch. Yeah. It's been it's one of those things where it's like you kind of. It's nice. The nice thing about living in a city with other people going through the same thing is like there's just that sense of community. And so like I was getting every fucking transaction feels absurd right now. I was getting a breakfast burrito. I was like, this is an insane thing to be doing.
People thank you, the fast food workers, the people who are working because people still need to eat.
No, but I was like like eating a breakfast burrito, and just like everyone there is like talking about it, and just strangers are talking to each other about what they're going through or whatever. And it is kind of nice to have that sense of community, as grim as things are. So
yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Anyways, we should introduce our guest, like you said.
Well, we got a fucking drop to play.
Oh, Emma, hit him with the drop.
Has this ever happened to you? You want to make a drop, but you don't know where to begin. Presenting the Doughboys Drop Starter Kit. Everything you need to make the perfect drop. You'll receive Mitch mispronouncing things.
Similarly, whatever.
Nick being taken out of context.
Mitch has a large package.
And 500 wows.
Wow.
And if you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll throw in a bonus Betsy Sodaro laugh. For only $30. Call today. $30.
Wow, that's the runner-up to the 2024 drop-off.
Yes, one of the drop-off runners-up. I believe that's a Finky, correct?
Yes, you're right, Wags. That's hey, everyone, 5% off for Nick or Mitch if they use promo code DROPKING. Chris Finke, pronounced Finke.
Wow.
Thanks, Finke.
Thanks, Finke.
That's good. That was a good drop for today.
Drops at birdfuck.com. Our guest returning to the show. Very happy to have him in studio for the first time. From Fallout and Severance. Season 2, now streaming on Apple TV+. Zach Cherry is here. Hi, Zach.
Hi. Emma, hit it.
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
day Doughboys drop, all the fans gather round and listen with wide wonder at the laughs they have found. But I'm here to stand up and make one thing known, and that's 'cause today I've got a bone. I've got a bone. I've got a bone. A bone to pick. Bone to pick. Bone to pick. I've got a bone. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, so we have a new segment called I've Got a Bone to Pick.
Okay, great.
Wow.
Boys don't know about this, but as a listener of this show who occasionally comes on, there are sometimes things that you say that I feel I must address.
Wow.
And rather than abuse my text privileges, which we'll get to, I just wrote down a list of them and we can kind of hang out and cover them here. So I'm just going to go through
Let's hear them.
some of my things. And for new listeners, consider this a treasure map. So you can go back and find these moments and we can talk about it. Okay, we'll start really easy. The Last Jedi is good. It's maybe the only good Star Wars movie.
Oh my God.
It's maybe the only good movie.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay.
Now.
Cigarettes are not back. Shut the fuck up about cigarettes being back.
Cigarettes it's bad. And this week, look,
yeah, no, it's a bad week for cigarettes.
It's a bad week for cigarettes.
More not back.
Cigarettes taking some L's right now.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is good.
Hell yeah.
Mitch, you should play it. What else are you doing?
I want to play it.
I kind of feel like I just can
You know who's having a bad week this week?
Who's that?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein
Oh my God.
gotta be just losing his shit right now.
Fire
I'm
bad.
scared of fire.
All right, should we get an edit point
You know
in?
who else is probably having a bad week?
Who's that?
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones can't be
he
happy.
has to filter all the
That is,
stuff.
I agree
Right,
with that
yeah.
too. You know who else? Beavis. You know what I mean? He's
I think Beavis is maybe enjoying things.
oh God damn it! I shouldn't have started this run of things. I apologize.
Beavis is like a pyromaniac. That's his whole thing.
Yeah. But I'm saying he was probably sullen this
Here he's kind of like, no, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Like, he's taking a step too far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he might have had a few door knocks this week.
That might have been an issue.
That is
They're kind of like,
100%.
hey, Beavis, you like what's happening? Huh? This is what you've wrought.
But we can all agree Frankenstein, who lives in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's an actor.
Yeah,
who lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the famous actor Frankenstein can't be too happy about all the fire.
He's not having a
He
good week.
plays himself in that movie.
Yeah, I can't. Whatever that movie is, it's good.
Okay, I also wanted to mention, sorry, just to continue, Mitch. Now, you've told a few stories where you imply that jacking off squirts out kidney stones.
Yes.
Now, I actually did some research on this.
Okay.
Regular masturbation seems to help them pass,
Yes.
but you tell it as if it's like when Bugs Bunny eats a corn on the cob and spits it into a spittoon, as if you're like jacking off and they're like going like, I don't think that's how it works.
If you masturbate, it can help pass a kidney stone easier. This is if you're passing it.
But it doesn't like squirt them out on the spot.
It doesn't. It won't. It won't do that. No.
Didn't you have a kidney stone fairly recently? Not
did.
to embarrass you. Yeah.
And did you?
Did you jack off?
Yep. It's the night before I left.
Yeah.
It was the night before I left to go back to Massachusetts, and I had to pack and get ready to go, and I had to pass a kidney stone, and I went into the shower and I jacked it out.
Yeah. You're also you're about to go back home for a couple weeks. You got to get all your loads out of your
That's
system.
true.
Yeah.
I barely did.
Privacy to jack off at home.
And also, can I be honest with you? I went into the bathroom and I jacked off and I went into a spittoon. It did come out. It shot out into a spittoon.
And it ricocheted around and went right back in your mouth.
Yeah, brought back down.
Uh-oh, now I have to
I
jack
gotta
off
pass it.
again.
I gotta pass it again. So that one you're wrong on.
Okay, well, agree to disagree.
Okay.
At one point, you guys both mentioned that when you get to a certain age, you just have gunk in your dick.
Yeah.
I'm not that much younger than you.
But you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
The gunk hasn't arrived at my doorstep
The gunk
yet.
will arrive.
The Hawk Tuah girl was not a preschool teacher.
Yes, I know.
At one point, it was reported as such on this pod.
I think part of the issue with that is I think because I learned what Hawk Tuah was on this podcast, and I think we were recording it such in the immediate aftermath of the actual of the virality that no one had any actual info on who this woman was.
Can I just
and then
tell
that
you-
episode, because we were banking everything, came out like 4 months later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you that your segment is so insensitive? You start saying I got a bone, and Jemmy was very excited about it, and then
sorry,
you're just
Jemmy.
picking bones.
I'm sorry, Jemmy. I'll get you a bone later.
She's had a rough week, Wags.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
She's really worried about her friend Frankenstein.
Jemmy's friends with Frankenstein?
Yeah, I don't
Wow.
know.
It's via Frankenweenie.
Yeah,
She's friends with Frankenweenie and then
that
Frankenstein.
makes,
you
that
know,
makes
it's like
sense.
there's a connection
Frankenstein owns Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, then I did want to talk about when you got mad. You got mad that I texted you about. So for the listeners, I texted Weiger about a Minions-based tweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Minions are his turf.
Yes.
Then Mitch got mad that I was texting just Weiger. But to clarify to you, in my mind, you each have jurisdictions. Weiger's is Minions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mitch is being an actor.
Okay.
And both of you are everything else.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
I parsed my things, but then I was told very clearly by Weiger, please include Mitch on these because it's fun to make him angry. So going forward, you will always be included.
Thank you. That's what I want.
That's the safest course action.
We can still have our own private text chains, but
just
everything
not
else,
with
if
him.
you talk to him, I have to know if you
Yes.
talk to him.
Yeah.
And then finally, I just wanted to share an update on my wife's journey with Doughboys.
Oh,
Which
Wow.
is-
Wow.
Uh-oh.
She started out hating the show so much that Weiger made her so angry that she essentially had to go to the doctor.
Right.
Which is true. Now she likes the show so much that she couldn't join me on this trip, and she was getting mad at me about hypothetically. She was like, "I bet if I could come, you wouldn't even let me come to the recording." And I was like, "You can't come because you're not going to be there." But she likes the show so much now that she's inventing
Wow.
ways to get mad at me.
She's
about-
very welcome to come to the studio. You will end up like Jemmy, asleep in a chair,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
likely.
Yeah,
No one, it's not fun to be here for this.
I tried to tell her that, but
Yeah.
Yes.
so anyway, that's the new segment. I've got a bone.
I loved it.
I thought that was great.
Look, speaking of, we should talk to our staff a little bit for a second too.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Well, look, we should. So
I've never called you our staff before.
Gross.
I hated it. Sorry, I didn't like it at
Just
all.
kidding.
the dais. What did it? We're
I used to
going
call
back
them
to the
the
dais.
dais.
Yeah, the dais.
Our staff?
The producer's desk, I think, is the official sort of name for this territory. But yeah, we can say our staff. It's fine.
Ugh, I didn't like it.
Our team, the Doughboys team, the Doughboys
we
team,
go.
the team who, along with us, make the show happen. Mike and Emma, y'all were driving back, and so you had the crazy experience of you were traversing the country via automobile when like the crazy winds and the fires hit. You were like coming
Yes.
into LA.
We were.
What was that like?
It was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard that there was, when I Google Maps our route, it was like the Eaton fire might affect your route. And I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. But that was like, it says it's open, so we'll be fine. But yeah, there was a bunch of flipped tankers because of the wind. And then the fire was like right on the mountain. It was very apocalyptic.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying, heartbreaking to see. And the fire at that point, I think, was like 1,000 acres, and it's now like 15,000 acres. So it's crazy to think that it's like 15 times what we saw in that
Jeez.
moment.
The exponential growth of these things is staggering.
It's unreal.
Wait, but Mike, you were saying like as you're driving in, you were seeing just like the carnage from the wind on the highway, right?
Yeah, there was like Emma said, there was about 5 flipped trucks, which I've never seen, like back to back to back,
Yeah.
and then just a row of them, like I would say at least 50 trucks just lined the side of the highway,
Just
going
parked
right
waiting for
past
the
Pasadena. It was
Yeah.
unreal. It was like a scene out of a movie. It was very
It's weird to
scary.
see the
Wow.
trucks like lined up definitely to like, they're like tucked behind walls to like protect themselves from the wind, waiting for the wind to die down while the mountain is literally burning right behind them. It's like drive in the wind or wait with the fire were like their options in that moment, which is like, I can't
This
even
was
imagine.
also 16 hours into our drive.
Yeah.
Dear
That day,
God. No,
and-
no,
And
I
you're
was like-
you're rushing back to make it to the studio because we ordered you to.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's part
yeah.
of
We
Supposed
had
to be
to.
here today. Yeah.
No, it
Yeah,
was
that's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, it was very crazy.
Yeah.
And Amelia, you were like you got out of the city for a few days, but you've like the air is like horrible where you live. That's part of the issue, right? Or at least in your apartment.
I have this screenshot that I'll share to put in the video. The air quality index said 450.
Wow.
Hazardous. And
Smoke
say
them if you
anything-
got them. 450.
So a 420 plus 30?
Yeah.
They say you shouldn't go outside with 100 or more, so 450
yes,
is...
and
that's
450
real bad.
hazardous. Despite my best efforts, I could not prevent the smoke from getting through my windows because I have some old windows. It was getting through the cracks.
Jeez.
So.
And
I
also,
was
we should
like-
say it now, the windows were a Christmas gift from Nick and I. Your apartment
Yeah,
windows.
sorry. We kind of went with the budget
We kind
option.
of went with the budget option. There was like smoke proof and non-smoke. The non-smoke proof were like $30 less,
Well,
right?
we got the extra smoke. They were like, they were on sale.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we're
What was
sorry.
that beep? Jesus Christ! I thought that was
was
an
that beep.
emergency.
That was me, sorry, no.
Okay, all right.
I
we're
wasn't
fine.
in a grocery store because you get these emergency alerts, and the way this has been run has been such a debacle that you've gotten alerts in error. They've been like evacuate now, and then you'll get like 10 minutes later, it's like sorry, ignore. But I was in the grocery store when every phone went off and everyone got like an evacuation notice, and I was like, oh shit, like it was really fucking just one of those
You
moments.
grabbed every apple.
Yeah.
I
fucks
didn't get
them.
any alerts. I don't live here. I live in New York.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any alerts.
Wow,
I don't know if
weird.
they don't know. They don't know. They
don't care about the
out here
cat.
or whatever. But yeah, I was not getting anything.
You had
Wow.
you had a premiere that was canceled, which was that's a huge bummer. But that's the reason you came out here, right? Was
Yes,
for that and some
Yeah,
more.
Severance season 2. The premiere. You had a bunch of press, and all this kind of went by the wayside. You ended up getting out of town yourself
Yes,
for
I
a few
did.
days.
I went to Palm Springs to avoid the fires and smoke, and but no one officially told me to.
How bad of luck is it that you come out here and everything that you had scheduled here is canceled except for
Except for
Doughboys?
fucking Doughboys.
that's the worst luck.
What's funny is the last time I came out here, sort of just for fun on my own, was literally election night 2016, and all my stuff was getting canceled after that as well.
Oh my
because people were
God.
just like stunned or whatever. So
I don't know if you can come back.
I
honestly,
might not be able to.
Do you want to know my theories about why this all happened?
Why?
It's because we haven't accepted Kevin Spacey back into Hollywood.
That's why the Hollywood sign almost burns.
It's bad karma.
It's bad karma. We need to accept him back.
Chicken's coming home to roost over Spacey. I thought you were going to say it was from the slap. It's all that-
like a butterfly,
It's butterfly
wing.
effect, yeah. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and the whole city's on fire 3 years later.
Amelia, your windows weren't tight, so
I took the cats and I went to cats plural.
Cats plural. We haven't really talked about this.
Refresh everyone's memory. We talked about this cat. This was a cat that was that was found
That we
during the
found at
Headgum Christmas
Headgum.
party.
Yeah.
And you've been fostering it for now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, I took the cats plural to Joshua Tree
Good.
for a few days.
That's great.
That's
Where
great.
was this cat found?
On
Right
Sunset
It was
Boulevard.
outside.
Oh.
Such a dangerous spot for. And
It was in a
Amelia-
wheel well of a car.
Yeah. And Amelia, you saved the day. You saved the cat's
She's a real
life.
cutie.
Yeah, she's a
She's
cutie.
She
Yeah.
sleeps on my chest every night.
Come on.
It's really, I just want to say for our audio listeners, you're missing out on Amelia recounting this harrowing experience and talking about her cats while wearing a hat that says, "Who ate all the pussy?"
Yeah, flash it. Too good.
Dear God, you freak.
Gotta grab the good stuff when you evacuate.
Yeah, when I evacuated, this is the hat that I grabbed.
Family photo and then a
I also
novelty
like
hat
that.
from Spencer's Gifts.
We were out there and we got some kinship merch. Very nice of kinship to share
That's
stuff
right.
with us. And I just am remembering a few minutes ago when Amelia's like, I don't want that T-shirt. I got enough stuff at my house, and is wearing a "Who Ate All the Pussy" hat. So, I mean, it's a great hat.
It's a good hat.
choice.
Good at.
Well, we're glad we're
Yeah.
glad our team is safe.
Yeah, 100%.
And
The dais is.
Casey and Anya are also safe
Yes.
wherever they are. Their homes are also safe. So
It was great. Look, a lot of people online have been reaching out and been very nice, and I complained about some other people too that were It was nice to be so nervous in my house, worried that it was gonna burn down, and people would be like, Mitch's stairs are gonna burn for a long time. Kind of annoying. Any stair mention when you're afraid that your place is gonna burn down was a little bit annoying. And I told you that they were like, Mitch is fine, but Weiger, I'm worried about Weiger. I was like, what? You don't know where we live. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, I shouldn't be mad. I shouldn't get mad.
Handful of people.
I shouldn't get mad at it. Everyone was very supportive.
Overall, people have been very, very.
The Reddit, which is good now, there was a big list.
Yeah, the Reddit is good now. This is a 2025 thing.
There was a big list of them having updates about where people were, and the dose scored was very concerned, and all of our listeners reached out and were very kind about our situation, which was nice. So
Well, they were worried that Weiger's processors were going to overheat. They knew you'd be okay.
It was a tense. The Wednesday night and Thursday were tense because of the Hollywood fire. For me specifically, I'm lucky with the fires that are more in Altadena and in the Palisades and stuff that didn't affect me, but a lot of our friends and their families have been affected by it. It's horrible.
Yeah,
it's a horrible situation.
We're fortunately in an okay area as far as fire danger at the moment. We are a little closer to. We're on the west side. We're closer to the Palisades fire, which is the horrible one. But have avoided the catastrophic loss that a lot of people have suffered. It's just terrible air, like Amelia's been breathing in. But it's it's like from our standpoint, it's been a thing that's been manageable. So
yeah. Wednesday night when there was this tense 6 hours on Wednesday night where a lot of people got out of town when the Hollywood Hills were on fire. It was so sad because a lot of businesses were talking about the Magic Castle almost went up in flames, and then Mel Gibson's Moonshadows caught on fire.
His house went down.
He lost his house, and he lost the karaoke bar where he was arrested for drunkenly using a bunch of racial slurs.
Look, even the ghouls I'll feel bad for. Frankenstein, Mel Gibson. But it's a bad situation. But let's not be funny for an hour and a half. And
I do just want to say the bit I've Got a Bone. I wrote that during the fires, and it was sandwiched tonally perfectly in this conversation, and that is how I planned it. And I'm happy about the moment I chose to do it, and I'm happy about every bit.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I think it was.
I thought it was perfect.
It was good. Weiger told us that it's a new year, new bits.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I do want to say, you mentioned Baldur's Gate 3. Did you clock my shirt at all?
Oh, I didn't. We got an owl bear.
Yeah, these are the animal companions from camp.
I did clock the dog sleeping upside down.
We've got the sleeping,
Yeah.
Is that the dog that you have, or isn't there like a sleeping wolf you can do a quest?
Mike just fixed the camera to not be on your shirt.
No, this is the camp dog. I'm forgetting it. It's not Scraps. I forget. It's Scratch, right? Scratch is the dog. This is Scratch, and then the owl bear. Those are both two of the animal companions you can get. Yeah.
God! Between this and Balatro, or whatever the fuck you're talking about.
We'll get to Balatro.
Yeah, let's get into. Do you play Balatro?
Yeah,
Amelia's been binging it.
Yeah.
Oh God damn it!
Big fan. Mitch gets mad when we talk about it on the group chat.
But if we were talking about it in a side chat, he'd also get mad.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about it in front of him.
No, you said, should we keep this in this chat or should I do a side chat? And I said, side chat. I do not want to hear about Balatro.
I need to get me in the Balatro chat.
Okay, we'll do
it.
We'll do a Balatro chat with Amelia and Zach and me and Susser.
I want in on that.
I want in.
Emma wants in.
I want in. I'll buy the game.
I want in. I want to see it.
I think I might have 100%ed Balatro.
That's wild.
Can you do that?
What?
Yeah, you can get all the achievements.
Yeah.
You can unlock everything.
I spent an insane amount of hours doing it.
How many hours are you sinking in that?
A lot.
I had
Give
to.
a ballpark estimate.
I'm guessing
honestly
it has to be in the dozens to get all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it for a long time. It was just the thing I would do when I didn't have anything else to do. I would just plug away at Balatro.
And are you playing on a phone, Steam Deck? What are you using?
On my Switch.
On your Switch, okay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do it on the Switch.
Yeah, it's on everything.
Oh man, it's over.
It's an incredible design. I had to get rid of it because it's too addictive.
I'm not gonna. I'm not playing it. I don't want to
It's
play
probably the best game. The only other game that competes is Baldur's Gate 3.
Games are too much time now.
They're really time consuming.
They're too much time.
They make unreasonable demands on your time.
But Balatro, you can play for 10 minutes at a time.
It's true. You can just do a short run.
Switch 2 is coming out this year, and knock on wood that everything here is, doesn't get worse. And that is going to be the thing that I am putting time into this year is the new Mario Galaxy or whatever comes out with it. That's what I.
We'll see what it actually launches with, because I could see it launching with an underwhelming lineup. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
I think it's going to launch with a new Metroid. That's what I think.
Metroid Prime 4, that's a long rumored in development for a while. You know, we'll see if anything actually surfaces with it.
Are you embarrassed at all that we're like nearly mid 40s and talking about this stuff? Or
no, I'm wearing a Baldur's Gate 3 shirt. What do you think?
I don't know. I wrestle with it sometimes. That like,
no, who cares?
Like even when I was younger, the idea of like being into Mario when I was 50 seemed crazy, and I'm like, am I just gonna like Mario when I'm 50 years old?
Yeah, you'll be an old man talking about Mario. I rescued the princess.
Do you have a wife? No.
Speaking of video games, I really, Severance obviously very, very much in the zeitgeist. A great show. A lot of people are. Amelia was saying she's watched and rewatched it. The new season is out, but I really enjoyed Fallout. You're great in Fallout. What a fun show, and what a great adaptation of the IP.
Hey,
yeah, it was cool.
Apocalyptic video game shows.
Hell yeah,
dude.
Hey, there you go.
I actually didn't really play it before I was in it.
Yeah.
And then after I did it, I downloaded Fallout 4 and started like walking around, and it was kind of surreal how the sets really did feel like the vaults. Like,
yeah, sure.
I was like, whoa, they did a good job.
And that aesthetic has been around since the first couple.
Is Fallout 4 the Massachusetts one, or is that the
no? Or maybe
I think it is.
I think 4 is set in Boston.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
you can go to Quincy in Fallout. There's like a thing that happens in Quincy in Fallout 4, I think.
You can like go to Fenway and stuff too. Is in the game. Yeah.
Is there like a little Mitch in there?
There might be a little mutant Mitch somewhere. That'd be cool. I would love it. A great show. Fallout's a great show. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed.
You were playing. Larian made Baldur's Gate 3. Before that, they made the Divinity Original Sin games. You've been playing Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yes, I have been playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Mitch, you're gonna love this. It's basically Baldur's Gate 3. It's very similar.
I'm also laughing that there's an insane thing that's happened, and I don't even know if you're going to talk about it this episode.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Don't spoil it.
I did. Well, I did talk about it. I did it on the live show.
Oh. Shows
Look, here's the thing. People have been saying like I with the bit in the live show, and people were like, "Hey, Weiger, is it real? Is it real? You know, whatever."
Yeah.
When have the Doughboys ever half committed to a bit? Yeah, it's real. I told you I'm Tiger now.
And does that relate to Baldur's Gate?
No. Mitch just noticed it on my leg.
I noticed it peeking out of
I see, yes.
He got the tattoo
I got
on
a
his
tattoo,
leg.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been calling you Weiger all day.
Yeah, no, Weiger's fine.
Sorry, Tiger.
Do I have to call you Tiger?
Call me whatever you want.
That's what Mary Jane calls Spider-Man. It feels weird.
She calls him Tiger?
Doesn't she?
Oh,
hey,
like,
Tiger.
hey, Tiger. Yeah,
Doesn't she?
I kind of am the Spider-Man to your MJ. You love cats. I'm kind of the biggest cat of all. Shout out to Daniel Werder at Boartooth Tattoo, who hooked me up with this. Very happy with it.
He's got the tattoo. That's
I love it.
Tiger.
Wait, so
was
it a surprise to you?
Yes. Very much so. I mean, I'm not giving anything away, but there was a live show reveal, and then there was another second reveal to me.
So Amelia sent a screenshot of a tagged image from a tattoo shop and said, "We got tagged in this. Wags, is this your thigh?" And I was like, "Is this real?"
And you did it.
Yeah, I'm Tiger now.
I love it.
Okay, so but Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yes. I'm loving it. It's also available on Switch.
Yeah, I played about 10 hours of it and I bounced off of it. I found it just like really dense, and I found the combat system kind of inscrutable. But having played through Baldur's Gate 3 now twice, I think I could wrap my head around it.
It is more confusing and it is harder. I'm playing it on tactician mode because I played Baldur's Gate, and for the first basically the whole first act, I couldn't win almost any fight. I had to dance around and get experience doing other things until I could figure out the combat. But now, you can't stop me.
Wow.
What's your player character?
Some little elf.
Because you pick like you don't. There isn't like the extent. My memory is that there's not like the customizable character thing. There's like a few prefab characters you pick.
Well,
from.
no, you can. Mine is custom.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just like some little elf.
Got it.
Who like stabs people and stuff.
That's fun.
What is this game called?
Divinity Original Sin 2.
And I'm playing the definitive edition.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like Baldur's Gate 3, basically.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to play it, probably.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about food a little bit.
What is this guy's fucking problem?
We'll side chat about it. We'll talk about it in the Blotro chat. You've adjusted your diet a little bit in the new year.
Do you think
we're trying to help you, Mitch?
Yeah.
Do you think you sling more webs than Spider-Man? I was going to ask that a long time ago. Who do you think? Who do you think
more shoots out more white stuff?
Yeah,
who
shoots out more white stuff. You were Spider-Man. on a daily average. Shoots out more.
Yeah, the guy, the bank robber's helicopter gets caught in a web. Weiger.
And when you run out, do you have to go into a lab and make more?
Yeah. Mike flag fell off.
Oh boy,
things are falling apart. Okay, you're and I don't know when this happened exactly, but you were vegan when we've had you on the show previously. Yeah. You're no longer strictly vegan.
Correct.
When are you kind of loosely vegetarian? When did this happen?
I'm fully vegetarian, and I still eat often vegan. I like at home we mostly eat vegan. There's a lot of vegan restaurants that my wife and I love. But honestly, the pull of pizza is too strong.
Yeah,
you know.
I 1000% get it. And look, we wouldn't have been able to do the spot we did today if you were still. Oh, do they have any vegan options? They maybe do.
They do have a vegan. Yeah, they have a couple of vegan.
They have so much stuff at this, which it might be an Unga Pachka menu possibly.
That could be part of the verdict. Yeah. I will say that, and Mitch, I don't know if you've made any dietary adjustments for the new year. My thing that I've been doing is great. My thing for the new year.
My fat guy meds are held up because of the damn Santa Ana wins.
Oh man,
yeah. I mean, this is the least worrisome thing of everything that's happened. But fucking Santa Ana wins. We talked about this. Wind and fire. I hate the wackest elements that there are. I'm very upset with the.
How do you rank the elements?
Water is number one.
Way of water, yeah.
Yeah, water. I'd say water is.
You love water.
Yeah, water is
great. Water's up there.
Giver of life. I'd go heart.
Heart's big.
Really
Heart's
good.
really big because what are the other ones even worth?
Specifically, I think only an element in the Captain Planet universe.
But it counts.
I guess it does count.
I think air has to be up there if we're separating it from wind because you also kind of need that.
But it's not separated from wind. Yeah. Air is wind.
Well, then I got to still rank wind high because without air, we can't breathe.
Well, without fire, we'd be pretty cold.
That's true.
So I guess fire's got to be up there.
Okay, so wind and fire are the ones I said are the two wackest elements are now your number ones. Okay. What about earth?
Earth is nice.
Earth's good.
Earth and water. Those are my two favorites.
Top 5 for me for sure is earth, wind, fire, water, heart.
Yeah, in some order. Yeah. They're all in there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
My big thing I'm doing for the new year is, and this will get into our pizza when we talk a little bit. For about 2 years, I haven't eaten any pork, and my two things I don't eat pork and I don't eat cephalopods. Otherwise, I'm just kind of generally eating meat as it comes. And what I've kind of decided is that like, all right, it's
what do they call that? Veal? Yeah, that's like super veal. Fucking grab that thing as it's coming.
Jesus. Take a bite of a bull's leg as it's coming.
Softer than Wagyu.
Expensive.
How much does that cost? It's gonna be expensive, right?
I've kind of just reached a point where it's like I don't think this is serving me, and what I've also kind of gotten to the point of like, is me.
I honestly genuinely forget. All I can think of is you eating food when it's coming.
All right, never mind. Let's move on.
No. What was it? Was it beef? Not eating pork. Yes,
I haven't eaten pork or octopus squids for a couple of years, and I just was like I don't think this is really serving me. And also the point where I'm like, if I'm ordering a Cobb salad, no bacon, or I'm just checking if there's pork base in the ramen before I order it. Like how much is that really helping those sort of marginal sort of things? And I was like, is there a way I could do this just to make this less of a pain in the ass for myself and allow me to have these indulgences on occasion while also just eating less meat in general? What I've kind of landed on is I'm just eating a vegetarian at home. So like, that's where I eat most of my meals. And that's when I cook at home, I'm just eating vegetarian. Cram in the Discord pitched, "No meat shall I heat." I think that's pretty good. So that's been kind of my thing. And so if we have an incident like today where there's pepperoni pizza, instead of stressing out over it or picking pepperoni cups off of a slice, I just be like, I'll just fucking eat it and it's fine. I'm mitigating it by not eating meat at home.
Which I did for you when I had COVID.
That's true.
And I didn't give it to you. Weirdly, remember I picked you and you still didn't.
I know, I didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Me and Carl shared a pizza with you, and neither of us got COVID.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I said this on Gabrish's podcast, but I'm taking Zep Bound.
People should listen to that episode. It's great. The High and Mighty episode you're on.
He always does a great job.
I mean, the episode, it's called Being Fat, but it's you and Gabrish talking about, and you're very, very candid about it, and I think there's a lot of great detail you go into there, so people should listen to that episode.
So my appetite is changing. Like I told you this, I say this on the episode, but I've never in my life ordered a mini from Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
And that's what I get now, which is weird. And I am just full more. We started a fat guy text chain. You're not on it.
Yeah.
We've decided we're talking about whether we should let you on. You're fat enough.
It's fine. I don't need to be on the fat guy text chain. I was a little bitter about it, but it's fine.
I mean, technically, I think you do weigh enough. We can let you on.
My stance was we can let you on, but you don't get a full vote. You can be in there.
Which I do kind of agree with that.
If there's ever a decision that needs to be made,
right?
You kind of have a little bit less of a.
Yeah.
I'm like the representative from DC. It's just like, okay, I'm just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can come in there, but yeah. You're not like a full. It's like, like in Goodfellas where he's like, you couldn't be made if you were like part Irish or something.
Yeah. Right.
You can never. It's the same thing. You can never get made in a way. But we'll let you in there. But I think more so just my appetite has changed a little bit, and I'm going to try to eat healthier. I'm getting myself. I'm going to get my plan is to get a rice cooker, which I know you can just make rice, but I've heard a lot of people rave about this specific rice cooker, which I have written down. What's that?
Like an Instant Pot?
There's a specific rice cooker that people like. It makes the best rice, and I forget the name of it.
It makes it way easier. Then you don't have to monitor it. You just
put a cup of rice in, and then and it makes great brown rice. They said too, it's very fluffy, and I'm gonna do that and get a new what's it called, air fryer, because my old air fryer got recalled.
Oh man!
And a Kosari, it got recalled, and it could like start a fire, I guess, if you use it. That's a horrible. I just realized it didn't. I edit out me saying it can start a fire.
I mean, that is why it was.
I mean,
recalled.
it was why it was recalled.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got so scared there for a second. But
was your air fryer?
It was not my air fryer that started
Were you
the
using
thing.
your air fryer?
No, it was not
in
my air
Pasadena?
fryer. I did not. This is not. Whatever. I just got very nervous because I said it can start a fire. It can start a fire. And I'm gonna get a new air fryer and just do grilled. I think a lot of grilled chicken and rice.
That's
is
great.
What I'm gonna try to do for the.
I just point out the people should listen to the episode, but also like I think you're. Not just one spoke. I think you're very brave for just being open about this and for sharing it, because I think we know a lot of people who are choosing to be private, and that's their choice.
Yeah.
But I know that you sharing and you being open about it has helped a lot of our listeners. I've heard about people who've heard the High and Mighty podcast and have had a positive response to it, and then a lot of our friends have reached out to us privately, and I think
after this year where I thought I was dying or wanted to die, I was like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what people say? Right. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be mean about stuff. People are mean about the fires. People are assholes always. Who cares? You know what I mean? What can you do? You just don't listen to it. And
maybe someone will make a crack about your CPUs overheating, and it's fine. You just move on with your life.
That was good, though.
That was good.
I love both of you. I love both of you.
All right, we got to get to new bits.
It is an issue. Oh yeah, new bits.
We got to talk about Big Mamas and Big Papas, but I want to talk about some new bits for 2025. And Mitch, I think this segues into something that I had just as a baseline. I could just sort of say like the idea of the kind of thing we're talking about.
Sure.
So here's a new bit I thought we could.
Well, there is a bit. There's I got a bone is a new bit. Can we use that?
Segment? Yeah, you can use that.
Okay,
great.
Any guest is welcome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that's the guests have to use that though. They got a bone to pick with y'all.
Yeah. Here's one I got. You know, these celebrities these days, they're all going on Ozempic. I don't know if you saw this.
It's just right after.
Perfect timing.
Right after you said I was
brave. I thought this was a segue. I actually saw. You see this? The whales on Ozempic.
I heard the whales on Ozempic.
Yes.
Is that the sequel?
Yeah, he's on
Hold
Ozempic.
on,
Yeah,
like, is there more to it than that?
He's floating, man. He's up there.
And they made him change his name to the dolphin.
Yeah, he's the dolphin now.
Whale dropped so much weight. He's the dolphin.
He's the dolphin. Yeah.
Whale has dropped so much. The whale has dropped so much weight.
The whale has dropped so much weight.
Dolphin.
He's the dolphin.
That's a lot of. He's not even the manatee or something.
No, he's really slimmed down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he looks great.
I mean,
he looked good before,
but he still has the power to float.
He can still float. Yeah.
Okay,
he can float even higher now.
Wow.
He's got to be wary of the ozone layer. He's going to burn up there.
Isn't it sad with Ozempic that there will be no more of the whales? Well, we won't have any more.
I think that's the main thing people are worried about. That's why it's such a fraught, conversation. People are like, the whale was so good.
Man,
look what they took from us.
I genuinely, if there was the Whale 2 and then Ozempic, I would 1,000% go and see that movie.
Starts with him jacking off and eating a meatball sub, and then Hong Chow comes in, gives him an
slightly
injection.
Smaller meatball sub.
Yeah, it's a smaller meatball sub.
I'd watch that. I didn't watch the first Whale, but I'd see the second.
You haven't seen the first Whale?
I feel like I've heard it described enough on this podcast.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That I have a full picture of what it is.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't really. You told me, like you gave us homework to, they don't want to be as fully formed as the whale on Ozempic, but My thing is someone who works for us.
Yeah,
Fish.
That's right. One of our Discord mods.
He's a Discord mod. I don't think he watches the show anymore. Or listens to the show anymore. I think that we should do Fish pop quizzes. I think we should call Fish and quiz him on past episodes.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah,
to see if he still watches the show. Fish pop quiz, I guess, is what is the segment that I'm pitching.
Is that a play on something? Fish pop quiz? You're saying it very fluidly, as if it's like a riff on something.
It's not a riff on anything. Okay. Help me out here, like
like fish food or fish.
Pop fish.
Pop fish.
Yeah.
Pop fish. That's great. And we just test Fish and see if he watches or listens to the show anymore.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's great, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't.
He doesn't. No, but that's part of the fun of it. Just hearing it, we'll say, what do you think this was, and then hear him try to formulate what he thought it could have been.
Hey, we brought up the big green man himself, Frankenstein. Maybe Dracula's out this year. Frankenstein's in.
Yeah, Dracula could be out this year and Frankenstein could be in. It's a strong possibility.
Yeah. In the year of Nosferatu.
Yeah.
See, it's too popular now. I think Frankenstein.
Well, maybe you zig when everyone else is out.
Dracula out, Frankenstein in.
Could be, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Zach, did you have one?
Yeah, one is, I think, you have a few go-to impressions.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton is a regular presence on the show.
That's 100%. Yeah.
I think one of you has to develop a Jimmy Carter impression.
The time is right.
Give it a go, Waj. See what you got.
Well, he's kind of a Southern guy, right?
Yeah, but you could do him more recently.
Ghost Carter.
At the time of this recording, he was basically buried a couple days ago, I believe.
I think he was kind of a Southern man, right? He was kind of Jimmy Carter.
Hand me that hammer over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a habitat for humanity. Yeah,
hand me the hammer. Something like that.
Hand me the hammer. I'm pretty good too.
Pretty good, yeah.
I just think he would be a good presence,
Yeah, right. Yeah,
to balance out.
Well, because also like a wholesome sort of president. He's not like a horny president.
Right.
He's not like a corrupt president. He's I'm a humble peanut farmer.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, yeah.
Exactly.
My wife and I have been married for 80 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's pretty good.
There's something there. I need an angle on it.
10-year anniversary live show in Quincy. That's not really a bit, but I'm pitching that we should do a 10-year anniversary show in Quincy.
It should be out here. If we do the anniversary show.
Meet in the middle. Do it in Ohio.
I would do it in Omaha, Nebraska. We got to go to Omaha.
We have talked about doing a Nebraska show for a long time.
We just drove through Nebraska,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it smells like cow shit there.
Hey, that's all
The
right.
whole place. It's
Honestly,
great.
probably better with our listeners.
That's what I'm saying. It's perfect for us.
Smells like cow shit in here too, honestly.
Amelia, are you happy that you came back from safety and a relaxing vacation
Yeah,
to
this is great.
We told you not to come.
We told
and
you
were
not
like,
to come.
Yeah, but I want to be here. This is
God bless you.
great.
God
Yeah.
bless you. I think
right.
we could do 2-part 10-year anniversary show, one in Quincy, one in LA.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Because I also feel like there's
you and Quincy Weiger here in LA.
That's
like
funny.
that.
Hey, that works.
We got it. The 10 year. It is the 10th year of the podcast, as Susser mentioned in the year end wrap up in 2024. We got to figure out exactly what to do when we reach that. I kind of almost feel like we should make that be that episode should be a studio episode, but also it could be maybe it's a live show out here. I don't fucking know.
I think it's like
We'll figure it
the
out.
Disney thing of celebrating it throughout the whole year.
Sure, yeah.
We should set like a segment of how you've grown. Maybe we highlight a listener, what's happened in the last 10 years. Oh, how they've grown.
That's fun.
Does it sound creepy? What's wrong?
No, I just don't even know where you'd begin. I don't even know where you begin to. I guess have someone.
Maybe it's physically. Maybe people have gotten bigger in 10 years. You know, like something I don't know.
It sounds like you're describing a child. It sounds like you're talking about like
No,
a
we're
child
not
who
talking
started
about
listening when they were like 12 and now they're 22.
If they're out there, that's perfect for the segment.
Yes.
Yeah, if we have a child, someone who started listening as a child and now they are an adult, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from the former child, now adult.
Well, we're all former child, now adult.
If
Mitch.
you've had any like behavioral issues that have maybe been linked to that, it would be good to know.
And how you've grown. You know what I'm saying? Something that says like 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's one. Nosferatu was mentioned.
Mhm.
I had this one. This I think is a pretty straightforward one. Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And so I don't know. Has everyone seen Nosferatu? Anyone
No.
else
I
seen
have
it?
not
No.
seen it yet.
Okay, so there's a voice in Nosferatu. So this might only make sense if you've seen the movie. But there's the Nosferatu guy has a voice.
And spit on that neck.
That's always good. Oh, that's good.
or
Mitch.
spit blood on that thing.
That's good.
That's really good. Yeah, because he's more.
It is more guttural. I am Nosferatu, woman. You will come to me on the third night, and I will hawk to her and spit on that neck.
So like, yeah, something like that.
That Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
That's
of
good.
people so afraid of these fires listening to this episode and being relieved hearing your Nosferatu. Bringing a lot of relief to people with your Nosferatu. I like it.
That gives me an idea
Yeah.
of Nos for Haktua, and Nos in Fast and Furious
Yeah.
is the gas that makes the cars go fast. So I don't know, maybe she's in a fast car. or
I
something.
like that a lot.
That is good.
Yeah.
Or like Vin Diesel pushes a button and then she spits on
Yeah.
she spits on the gears.
Yeah, when you're in the
Nos.
car, you need someone to spit. You have yeah.
Just because we said it's more of a Frankenstein year than Frankenhawk Tua.
Frank Tua.
Frank Tua.
Frank Tua, yeah. I'm trying to think what the angle would be.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Maybe Haktua's monster.
Hawk Tua's monster. She hasn't updated her podcast. She's gone missing since she
Yeah.
did the Bitcoin
She's
stuff.
Yeah,
hiding
she had the meme
since
coin
it's
rug
go.
pull
Yeah.
scam and then basically fled the coop.
You
Yeah.
guys could do that.
That's true.
a
A
great
meme
point.
coin rug pull could be like a nice way for us to like make a lot of money really quick. Especially if we say
Dogecoin?
what's that?
Dogecoin?
We say we Dogecoin and we say like it's like for disaster relief. So we have an extra layer of people being like thinking we're being, very
Sounds pretty perfect.
yeah.
Something to consider.
Yeah. Then we get the fuck out of there, move to Abu Dhabi. we move in with Kevin Spacey in Tel Aviv. I had one. This is just Zach, because you're here. This could just be a fun thing we could say on the show when we talk about cherry Coke. If we say we call it a Zach Coke, it's like kind of like a nice little nod to our guests.
Yeah, that's nice.
I was drinking a Zach. You just say it like casually, like as the movie's got a Zach Coke.
Well, you could say Zach Cherry Coke.
Zach Cherry. You know what? Zach Cherry Coke might be better. Yeah, Zach Cherry
I like
Coke.
that.
Yeah. All right.
That's an honor.
Okay, great.
That's an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Here's the I don't know if anyone else has any others, but I have one more. So last year we had a lot of fun with like Elvis Harkonnen, which was based off of Austin Butler, who plays both Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen in Dune, and then Elvis and Elvis, the Baz Luhrmann movie. Obviously now we have another Dune star who's in a biopic. Timothy Chalamet is playing. He's Paul Atreides, Muad'Dib in Dune, but he's also Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. So there's a natural opportunity for Muad'Dib Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Muad Dylan,
Ooh,
maybe Muad Dylan is the better portmanteau. Yeah, Muad Dylan.
Do you have any examples of how this would go?
I want to save some of this. I do have one, but I want to save it for when Casey Donohue is back, because I know Casey's a big Dune head. But just a taste, like if you were like, how does it feel to be stuck on Dune, wearing a still suit? Like a shy halud.
Wow.
Can I say to you that you've made me uncomfortable in the past, and I don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable than you going into. I don't know what. I don't know what you.
Dylan.
I don't know.
Dylan.
Muad Dylan.
I mean, you don't know. He was very clear. That's Muad Dylan.
I just don't know what you think Bob Dylan's deal is. I'm very confused that you went like this for Bob Dylan. You made a face that I don't understand.
That might have been more from the Muad.
Oh, it was that was
a
more.
little from column A, a little from column B.
Okay, all right, yeah.
How would you do a Dylan?
He sounds like this, but
He
I
sounds
want to
like
go.
this.
I want to
Yeah,
do
like
this.
Me,
I want to do
Dylan.
it where my head is shaking.
I'd probably do Bob Wonka.
I like that.
Bob Wonka's good.
Hey man, you want some candy?
That's good.
I don't know a single Bob Dylan song. Is he the one who does, hey man, take a walk on the wild side?
No, he's not.
Who's that?
That is
Lou Reed.
Lou Reed, yeah.
Okay, I would do Lou Wonka. Hey man. But he still sounds like Bob Dylan.
Here comes the story of the fizzy lifting drink. That would be Bob.
That's good.
I mean, it's not good. No,
that's
one
good.
likes it, but that is. I have a segment pitch.
Okay, great.
If you have to go to the bathroom, you go bathroom breakdown, and then you leave, and then the guests who stay here break down the episode when the other person's in the bathroom. So we don't stop rolling. It turns into content.
But are you saying, like, if you have to go to the bathroom, you leave, I stay here, or do I also leave?
No. Just the person who has to go to the bathroom. The person who has to piss and or shit or cum leaves and goes to the bathroom. You guys break down.
You have to be honest about which you're
doing.
doing.
When you come back, you have to just admit which one you did.
On average, how often do you leave to go to the bathroom, but you're just coming?
Should we
non-zero?
Let me, because I think you have a better sense of what this is. So we'll audition it real quick, and I'll be.
I have to go to the bathroom.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try it out?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Bathroom breakdown.
All right, Mitch is gonna step away real quick.
Is there a theme song maybe that can go with it?
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Okay, great. Jemmy is very interested in where Mitch is going. Amelia's closing the door. How do you think the episode's going so far?
I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun too.
I still am thinking about the bone to pick segment, how I dropped it in the middle of the wildfire.
That's that wasn't your fault. That was our fault. And also I think it was great. I think it was a nice little moment of energy and a moment of levity.
Other than that though, it's been, I'd say, aces.
Does your wife want to remain anonymous, or would she want to shout out on the episode?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'll say shout out to Zach's partner. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, she's watching.
I'm sorry we've sent you to the hospital twice.
No, only once.
Only once, okay.
And it wasn't the hospital. It was just she got really mad. She got so mad she had to go to the doctor.
Did she also test positive for COVID once while you were recording with us?
Yeah, I was on the recording with you, and she did get COVID. So hopefully you're okay. Call me.
Do you have like you're someone who works a lot as you're traveling for to act and the way this profession works now, you're in different cities all the time. You go to a new city, bitches in the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
Like, are you? How conscious of you are of figuring out the bathroom situation in your local environment? Like, are you like I need my hotel is going to get the job done, or do you also I need to know like a 6-block radius?
I'm not shy. There's a lot of you guys are worried about how the bathroom sounds here. There's a lot of bathroom stress. I'm not worried about any of my bathroom situations.
You're probably
I'm loud and proud in the toilet.
Yeah, you're probably also correctly aware that no one's really paying attention to what you're doing in there.
But I'll talk to you while I'm in there if you want.
Will you really?
Yeah.
Wait, you talked about bathroom stuff?
Were we not supposed to?
No, that was just you.
We talked about the episode, but we transitioned to bathroom.
Okay,
stuff.
all right, that's fair.
Well, I was asking Zach when he's on the road and he goes to a new city, how does he figure out the bathroom situation? Because I know that's a big thing for either of us.
I'll shit anywhere or piss anywhere.
Yeah, same.
Wait, Mitch, what did you do in there?
I came.
Okay.
Wow, you can do that without a shower present?
There's a drain in there.
In the middle of the floor.
Yeah, that works. This was an issue last night. I went with Paul Rust and I got Ye Rustic last night. We got some wings.
How fun.
And I thought I had an emergency bathroom situation, and that was one of the spots where I wouldn't be able to use the bathroom. It just is too. It would be people would be knocking on the door almost immediately. I feel like.
Oh, I have a great bathroom story to tell.
Oh, let's hear it.
And you can use this technique.
Okay, great.
On a recent road trip, I was at a gas station, and there was a bathroom there was a huge line outside of it, and inside you heard moaning, full on moaning, something was going on in there.
Ooh.
But it's just one person. Ooh.
Sounds like what Mitch just went and did.
But then this man came out.
Yeah.
And we all watched him walk to the cash register and say, "Hey, just so you guys know, I cleaned up in there. I left it spotless. So whatever happened in there, if there's anything amiss, it was not me." And we were all like,
"What?
You're overplaying your hand, buddy."
Yeah.
No one would have brought it up, but he was very adamant that he was like, "I cleaned. When I left, you could have eaten off that floor. But if something is in there, it happened after I left." And then
but he was
but
also
no one's
moaning.
Gone in there
Yeah,
yet
he was
since
moaning.
He left.
No one's been in there.
No, yeah.
And then he just got in his car and left.
That's insane.
Yeah. This is a situation, to quote Mitch, of "me think doth protest."
Yeah.
That's like the kid
that way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. That's like the kid at my music camp who was like just so you know, I didn't sperm in my sleeping bag. Okay.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
well, if you say I didn't. Yeah. First of all, probably no one would even notice your sleeping bag was wet, but now we all think that, and now we're all going to be telling that story 30 years later.
On a podcast.
Yeah.
So try that next time.
Man, to be doing whatever that man was doing in there, I could not.
I think it was coming out all three.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
So you talk about something you're not bashful in the bathroom, but for me, the thing, the red line for me is if a custodian is in there cleaning up. I'm just I can't go. I had that happen the other day. I was going into and there's these very nice public restrooms in Culver City, and I went in there, and it was one of those I went in there and the janitor's working. I was like, "Oh, sorry," and I popped out. And the guy's like, no, you're fine. Come on in. He's trying to wave me in, and I've got to go. I got to floor it. I got to make a mess in there. And I
got to make a mess in there.
I can't do it with this guy here who's working.
If I get the go ahead, I'll go for it.
I just went in there and washed my hands, and then I left, and I was like, I can't do this in front of this guy. It'd be too. I know he doesn't care. He probably encounters that all the time.
He maybe even would like it. He might have gone home that day and been like, "I was so close."
Wags, I'm back in LA, and you know what? I'm reunited with one of my favorite things.
What's that? Your podcast partner, me?
No, my Helix sleep mattress.
Wow.
That's right. My Helix mattress. I love it. I've had it for about, almost 7 years now.
And so you've had it for 7 years. How has your sleep improved since you switched to Helix?
It's fantastic.
Wow.
I'm stressed out this week, but I got my nice comfy Helix mattress. Wally and Irma jump in that thing with me. I love it. I got the Moonlight Lux. That's right, the Moonlight Lux mattress. Feels like I'm sleeping on a little cloud.
Now, my understanding, Helix, you take the quiz, you talk about your sleeping preferences, your wants, your do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
And it ended up with giving you that Midnight Lux.
I got matched. I took a quiz. It was easy as pie.
Yeah.
I got matched up with a mattress and they delivered it right to my door, Wags.
Best app match of your life.
I agree.
So right now you can get 20% off site-wide plus 2 free Dream pillows with any mattress purchase. Plus, get a free bedding bundle that's 2 Dream pillows, sheet set, and mattress protector with any Luxe or Elite mattress order.
Go to helixsleep.com/doughboys. That's helixsleep.com/doughboys. Hey, Wags, why don't you come over and try out my mattress?
Oh, I'd love to, buddy. Let's get comfy.
Time to get comfy.
Hey, Mitch, are you ready to optimize your nutrition this year?
Yes, sir.
Well, Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating, well, easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great no matter what life throws at you.
Wow. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle, like podcast hosting.
Mitch, how do you like to lose 8 pounds in 8 weeks?
I love it.
Well, you can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto meals. Based on a randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto, results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
Wow. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto.
Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Mitch, I like the smoky Gouda chicken. It's a succulent, delicious, flavorful dish.
Wise, I had to buy that. You know what I thought?
What's that?
That's Gouda. And you know what I like, Wise? I liked Nona's Sunday beef bolognese.
You know, I had tasted that, and I was thinking, that's Gouda. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/doughboys50 off and use code doughboys50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code doughboys50 off at factormeals.com/doughboys50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
Wow.
All right, we got to talk about Big Mama's and Big Papa's Pizzeria. This is an LA-based pizza chain, kind of appropriate considering we're,
100%.
This is a city institution that I would say is somewhat beloved. I feel like when I got out here originally, it opened in 1997. It was kind of like this is kind of one of the LA spots. This is one of the pizza spots that will always be solid, will always be there for you.
I don't know if it's ever been considered good, quote unquote.
It's not by hey, this is the place to go to where you want to impress somebody from out of town. But if you live here and you just want a pie, it's a very solid spot.
Especially back in UCB days or whatever, it would be hey, we ordered 5 Big Mamas and Papa's pizzas, and they would be decently cheap and
reasonably priced, available available for the working class, and also a step above kind of the big national chains. It was founded in 97, as I mentioned, by brothers Aro and Alan Agakian. It has an Armenian influence to their pizza menu, and it's not the only LA area pizzeria that is like this. It is also the Guinness World Record holder for the largest deliverable pizza, the Giant Sicilian, which is 4.5 feet by 4.5 feet, or 1 meter, 37 centimeters squared. It's a big boy. They have a special giant coffin-sized container on the top of their delivery vehicles just for this huge pizza.
Which is how I even heard of this place. I would see the cars driving around with a special rack on top.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on with this?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It was a gimmick. It was a very big. I feel like it was. They still exist. So
we saw one today.
We did. We saw one of the delivery cars with the giant.
When I finally go, it's probably how my body's going to be transported out of my house.
They also now have the world's biggest pizza slice, the Big Papa's slice, which we will get to.
Which maybe we got today.
Beyond that, its claim to fame is that Ellen DeGeneres gave out Big Mama's and Big Papa's pizza slices to celebrities when she was hosting the 2014 Oscars.
That's so nice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's such a nice move.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. She's nice.
She's famously nice. I was thinking about that. Imagine being the poor PA who had to take care of Ellen's pizza order.
You better get it right, you little fuck.
I'm sorry. Don't look at me.
She gave that's what she gave out at the
Oscars. Yeah.
Yes,
there was like a bit, right? Like she gave out pizza. Or something like that.
Didn't she do a selfie?
She did the selfie. That's what people
selfie.
remember. But there was a pizza thing she did too.
Oh wow! So it was almost involved in the greatest selfie ever.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, it was almost involved in the.
Aren't a couple of your guys in that?
I believe Spacey's in there. A few of our guys got in the picture.
There's some overlap with that photo in the Doughboys guests of previous years. There's 17.
What year was that? Was that
2014? I think
2014.
17 locations in LA County. So Zach,
yeah,
you're not from LA.
No,
this is an LA institution, something of an LA institution. This was a place that you pitched. Why Big Mamas and Big Papas?
Well, I spend the time in LA occasionally.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've seen the cars driving around. And I was trying to think of like what's something we could do as a vegetarian. Pizza is often a great option.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do. And then I remember that big slice.
The big slice.
And I thought, I got to try this thing.
The big slice was
because what other context am I going to get the big slice? Because I don't live here. So
we were chanting big slice in the text chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just started writing big slice, big slice.
And I
big slice.
I did pull a little bit of a psychological maneuver on you two where I pitched it before Mitch, I think, woke up. And so Weiger and I were talking about it. And then before Mitch could even weigh in, I said, come on, Mitch, back me up. Weiger's trying to stop me from being allowed to try the big slice. and then Weiger was like, what the fuck? No, I like the idea.
And then I do think my first text in response was big slice.
Yeah.
Weiger wasn't trying to kill the big slice.
I had to be sure.
Yeah, no, well,
look, let's be clear. I'm never going to kill the big slice. I am the big slice.
New bit.
Big slice? I like that.
Yeah, because you have Mr. Slice, but how is the big slice different?
Is it like
than
just
Mr.
like
Slice?
my my viewpoint on some stuff? You know what I mean?
Let's check in with Mr. Slice with the big slice.
I think the fire started because we didn't accept Kevin Spacey back into Hollywood. Like a thing like that, basically.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
all right.
Kind of like your 2 cents.
Yeah.
So we went in person to the Glendale location. The Glendale location is not the original, but on the website, they brag about its larger square footage. They were saying, like, this is the model of the new Big Mamas and Big Papas dine-in experience. Mm-hmm. So we're like, you know what? That's actually probably a good one to visit to see what that's like. They do have a bar there. They do have, like, alcohol service.
Look, the Glendale test never fails. The Glendale is just a nicer, the locations are nicer up in Glendale.
And that ended up, the size of the inside did end up being important and relevant to
it
us.
Was,
yes,
absolutely.
And 100%.
One thing I will say that I like about this, especially someone who's not drinking right now,
Amelia's decided to go back to Palm Springs.
She just texted me bathroom breakdown.
So how do you think the episode's going so far?
I think pretty stellar since the last breakdown.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what happened? What did you guys talk about when I was gone? Can you say?
Talked about taking shits.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually was a lot of bathroom talk.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't eat corn anymore, I found out.
This is a different twist on the bathroom breakdown. Yeah. You're breaking down your bathroom.
I can't do corn.
Why not?
I feel like you've been speculating on this for like 2 years now, so you've confirmed.
I think I'm confirmed.
Why not?
Corn is I don't think I can digest it.
Just agitates the guts.
Popcorn and I mean, like if I eat a small popcorn, I think I'm okay. But if I get bigger sizes or corn nibble, I can't do it.
Like an ear of corn that's off the table.
I don't know if I can do it. I think it hurts my stomach too much. I know it bums me out. I love corn.
What about a tortilla?
I'm a flour tortilla guy more than corn tortilla. You know that.
Maybe because the corn doesn't agree with the Tom.
Could be.
I think that's what it is. It's sad. It's sad to me.
So one of the things they have at the Glendale location is they have a little like fridge of artisan pops, which is really fun. And they have a bunch of them. Yeah, you got one of them right there, Zach. I got the speaking of Fallout, I got a Fallout Nuka-Cola. They had one of those varietals, and it was a mango, or no, it was not mango. It was a peach. No, it wasn't. It was a mango peach, right? I think that's what it was. It was really, really tasty. I really enjoyed it.
Peach mango flavored.
Peach
soda.
mango. Thank you, Emma.
I got myself a Malibu soda in honor of the Malibu itself, and it was a pina colada soda. It was very sweet.
It tasted very
Malibu.
It tasted very blue.
And I got a Hatch green chili flavored soda,
which was the smell of it was horrible.
It smelled like you opened up a can of green chilies.
And how did it taste?
Didn't really taste like chili. It was fine, but it was honestly pretty nondescript. The flavor, it was pretty generic.
They were very nice to us at the end of the day. They were like, "Go ahead and take a soda," because I think we probably spent a good chunk of cash in there for the day. You know what I mean?
Well, we ordered an astonishing amount of food.
We did, yes.
This is after the woman who was bringing us our food, who was very nice, but she said, "You ordered a lot of pizza."
and she kind of tried to be like, I mean, I get it. Sometimes I order too much food too.
But we ordered at the end of the day. We had 2 full large pizzas that we brought back here, which our team I think ate. Did you guys have a bite of any of it?
I actually didn't have any yet.
Oh,
I was
no one
thinking
ate
about
it.
it.
Okay.
But
I didn't know there was pizza.
Oh,
I can go get it.
Fuck, we did a bad job. Amelia, did you have any pizza?
No, I just took a piss.
Okay. Well, we weren't asking.
We didn't mean right now.
We meant in general.
You know what? She is supposed to say what she did when you come back from the bathroom breakdown. You are supposed to say what you did, and she did. She did.
I actually, one of my ideas for a new bit is that Amelia should host one episode.
We would
go girls out.
Yeah.
Here's the question: do we have to come in at all?
That's up to Amelia.
You can watch.
Fuck.
Yeah, you have to sit back here and run
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
It sounded so good to not have to come in and do.
We'd
it.
have to be here.
Okay.
But I'm down for a role reversal. I'm down for us to sit over at the dais.
You're gonna work the fucking. You're gonna edit and
Oh
live.
man, I
edit?
could figure that out.
No, you can't.
I absolutely could.
No, you can't.
I used to be a professional video editor. What are you talking about?
Oh, shut the fuck up. What did you edit?
I edited fucking all my Funny or Die videos. I did a bunch of Funny or Die videos.
I voted die on so many of those things. They suck.
You sent my videos to the crypt?
I sent your videos right to the fucking crypt. Fucking crypt keeper down there got him. This sucks. That's him down there.
He doesn't even have a pun. He's just like, it's bad.
The crypt keeper was the crypt keeper involved with Funny or Die at all? Was he in charge of the crypt?
I don't think the crypt keeper was explicitly tied to the crypt. No, the Funny or Die crypt where all the videos that died would be sent.
Okay.
No, I know Premiere, I know Final Cut, I know After Effects. I could figure out a live edit.
I was trying to think of a bad Funny or Die video that you did, but I couldn't really think of any Funny or Die video you did besides the big ones, which everyone loves.
Yeah. Okay.
Name a few bad ones that you did.
I made a bunch of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was none that were in the crypt at all?
No, I didn't really get to the crypt. You had to be really, like, it had to, like, be overwhelmingly die to get to the crypt.
They just took away the crypt at one point, didn't they? Because it was, like, too mean to send a thing to the crypt.
Well, yeah, because then if a celebrity would be like, hey, I'm going to go do, I'm going to give up my, Ian Ziering is like, hey, I'm going to go do a Funny or Die video. And then people were like, this sucks. Yeah. And then he'd be like, well, why did I do that for no money? And he'd be upset.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, I guess we're going to get rid
Ian
of
Ziering's Pepsi Santa or whatever.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
You know what I have noticed? There was a thin Santa this year. I don't like the movement towards thin Santa.
Are you talking about in Red One?
Well, that too, but then also there's like yes, that is. I mean, I don't like J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons,
Tomorrow War veteran.
Yes.
I don't like his.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, J.K. Simmons. I don't like his Jack Santa. But then there's also like a commercial with like a buff Santa. What is this?
Isn't the buff Santa though kind of like he's kind of a thick boy, right? Or am I thinking of a different?
I mean,
Santa?
like he's a big guy, but he's in shape. Santa. I don't like it.
Are you talking about the John Travolta Santa commercial?
No, I don't like that
No,
either. He's too in shape too. I don't like it. Santa is not lying like 30% of my work every year. I don't like it moving away from big guys.
True.
It's
true. There aren't many roles for us.
No, there's not. You can't have Santa.
Santa, Grimace. Who else do we have?
That's maybe
pretty much it. Jabba.
Yeah.
Jabba. Grimace,
and they're making fucking skinny Jabba.
Yeah, Jabba's skinny now.
Jabba's skinny
Yeah.
now?
Yes.
He's fucking jacked.
Yes.
Oh, Ozempic.
Jabba went on Ozempic.
The bear is going to be Jabba, right? Isn't he doing Jabba?
The bear is doing Jabba's son.
Same difference.
That's
right, isn't it? Isn't that on one of those? It's like he's doing Zorba the Hutt or something, right? It's in one of the huts.
Tipo Ozempic.
See, this is the thing I didn't know that there was a. That was good.
That sucks
was really
so
good.
much.
That was good.
Oh God, the fire should take over fucking Headgum. We suck.
I thought Hutts only spoke Huttese, but I guess there are some in the Star Wars, some of the animated canon. There are Hutts who are speaking Basic, which is the equivalent of English, the universal language, lingua franca.
Yes, there is
in Star Wars.
There's like one Hutt that's like, how you doing? Like,
I'm a Hutt.
Yeah.
And I believe that the bear is playing that guy.
That's right.
And is that character a big fella?
Jabba the Hutt's son, Rada the
Hutt. That's who it is. Yeah. Yeah, and he's like
the Hutts are thin.
Yeah, the Hutts are
the
thin.
Hutts
now.
are hunks. The Hutts are the Hutt is a hunk.
It says he's doing the voice, so maybe the character will still be big.
But the Hutt is a hunk.
Even worse.
The Hutt is a hunk.
Yeah, the Hutt's a hunk.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's what they're doing now.
How about the big Sicilian? Who plays the big Sicilian?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron's the big Sicilian?
They cast him as the world's largest pizza.
First, Mitch can't do the voice of Apu or Cleveland, and now he fucking can't do.
I tried. Man, if they make the Big Mamas and Big Papas movie and it's not a big guy, I'm gonna be upset.
So we got to talk about. By the way, there is a Big Mama and there's a Big Papa as part of their signage.
Mm-hmm.
We were all surprised to see that it was way more horny than we ever thought it was.
Yeah,
right?
When
you say
there was some horniness going on.
There's a double entendre that you pointed out involving the big slice.
So they have two big slices. One is the Big Papa slice, which is like so big, it's like 5 feet tall, basically.
It's huge.
Then they have the Big Mama slice, which is just like a big slice of pizza. But they have multiple posters with the two of them holding up each slice. And Big Papa says, "My slice is much bigger than yours." And they have a little bit of
there's a little
twinkle
thing
in their eyes.
Yeah, there's a little twinkle in their eyes.
And Big Mama is like into it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, it is.
She's like, it is. It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is bizarre because why is she happy for his slice being bigger?
She's a fucking size queen.
She gets to go home with it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And then his ass is in the box.
That's true. His ass is in the box.
His ass is in the box. And when you're taking off the Big Papa slices, it's revealed that it's his ass is in the back of the box.
Yeah.
So you've been sort of eating his
straight
ass.
his ass. Yes, it's very bizarre.
It's a little disorienting, and I don't know exactly what they're going for, but I think that's part of the fun. So we got a heart-shaped pizza.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the things they offer. And
I asked because we were like trying to figure out what pizza to get, and we looked up, and there was a heart-shaped pizza. I was like, let's get the heart-shaped pizza. And I said to the guy, I was like, is this more of a pain in the ass to make? And he was like, eh. And I was like, it seems like it is.
It seems like it is, but
he
was like down to do it.
They were great.
They were so
down
nice.
They were great. Yeah.
So we got a heart-shaped pizza, which is basically the equivalent of a large pizza, and in the heart form factor. We got it with a California crust, which has like an array of spices.
Suggested, yeah.
It has like some garlic and some basil on the crust, and then we got half cheese and then half pepperoni and onion.
Yeah, red onion, which is not my favorite. White onion.
I would have liked white onion more on a pizza. Yeah. Red onion is, although I like red onion quite a bit. But I think
onion doesn't go on a pizza. It just doesn't. I don't think so.
All that said, I think that was those are good slices. I was pretty happy with that pie.
I was pretty happy with it too. There's something in it that I think that overall I was very happy with our meal in many ways, but like there was something about it that is just bland in a way. Like I don't know if it's the sauce.
Oh no, it could have used, if there was like a jar of oregano and like a jar of Parmesan, I would have just shaken that sumbitch, like gotten it on there, because like it could have used some seasoning.
Yeah.
It does kind of have like a plain character to it. It might just be that the sauce is not particularly seasoned.
I think that it is the sauce.
Yeah.
I think it's a
But
very
something
plain
that
sauce.
they do, which I liked, is they bring you little cups of jalapenos.
I do
with
love the
every
jalapenos.
pizza,
Mm-hmm.
which is not something I've encountered before.
Yeah.
No, I love
added
that.
a little kick. I liked the texture of that pizza. It was nice and crisp. You know? I like that.
Yeah, nice texture, nice crust. I did like the seasoning on the crust. I did throw those jalapenos on that. It worked especially well on the cheese, and I'm a bit of a heat seeker, so like I did like having that extra bit of
intensity. It came in
intensity.
the form of your favorite element on top of all of that.
That's
which is
right.
true,
They
yeah.
knew.
I thought that was a decent pie, and that was the
good
most
pie.
normal one we got.
We also got
some wings.
Yeah, we got some wings. And we just got the regular buffalo wings. Zachy didn't have any of these. You know, some drums, some flats. They were super nice. They gave us, we ordered 6. They're like, here's 9. They gave us a few extra wings.
Yeah.
We did finish those. That was like, we
ate all the
split that
wings.
order of wings.
You were eyeing my last wing. I saw it. You said it.
I thought you were full.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, you had it. You got to have it.
I took
There were 9. Who got 5?
He got 5. No,
Wait, I got 5?
Yeah, you got 5. You were looking for a 6, you fucking sick fuck.
I thought I got 4.
No, you got 5.
Wow. I had 5.
I wasn't gonna eat. I wasn't gonna eat it, but I took my injector out and I took some Zepbound out of me. And I was like, now I'm hungry again. I ate a wing.
Like a reverse Bane.
They need to clinically know if being around Weiger affects the
Wings were solid. They like just absolutely got the job done.
Smelled good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was very Trump-like.
Right?
The follow-up was not.
Yeah, I can only be like Trump when I'm not thinking about it, when my true self is showing.
We also got the egg gondola pizza. Now this is their, you know, I mentioned it's an Armenian, I believe it's an Armenian ownership. There's a Georgian dish called a khachapuri, which is this sort of thing, which is a you know, like it's kind of like an open faced calzone with an egg cracked in the middle of it, like kind of like an over medium sort of egg.
We love the khachapuri. I gotta work on it.
Did you say those khachapuri were Georgian, like me, Jimmy Carter? Not that Georgia, Jimmy Carter. Oh. Okay, so we got
I'm not trying. I don't know. I haven't.
Egg gondola pizza.
Hey, thumbs up.
That sounded a lot like Clinton.
Bill Clinton offering a tepid approval.
I do want to have a president that can be mine.
Yeah.
It can't be Trump.
No.
So we'll think about it, but I'd love to have one who I can do.
Well, from the TV era, which I think are the you know, the impressions that people are aware of.
George H.W.
You got George H.W. Bush. You got George W. Bush. You got Obama. You got Clinton. Clinton has been claimed.
I'm just giving a break.
Trump, you don't want to talk about.
Garfield, the one who got stuck in the tub?
That was Taft.
Taft,
yeah. Garfield got assassinated and died horribly.
Okay, maybe I'll do Garfield.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, too soon. We got the veggie egg gondola pizza, mozzarella, feta, butter, eggs, red onions, vine tomatoes, green bell peppers, and mushrooms. As I mentioned, they just crack an egg into it. Quite tasty. I like this dish.
Really good.
Yeah, it was really yummy.
It was. You know what? It was the bite of the night.
I think that was my favorite thing I had there in restaurant. Yeah, really, really nice. The egg added
there was butter, but now that you say butter, I'm going. There was butter.
Butter is better, but I think the butter helped with the. I think the butter helped quite a bit. That was a tasty little number, Wags.
Over the producer's desk, how do we feel about a runny egg on top of something? Because I know it got kind of overplayed for a time, but in this context, that worked really well.
I love it. That actually,
Y'all
the
are fans?
restaurant I used to work at after college, Salty Pig in Boston, that was like one of the things they did. You could add an egg to your pizza and they put it right in the middle, and people would just like smash it and put it all over.
That's fun.
Delish.
I think next to cleaning your ears, opening a runny egg is the best non-sexual thing experience you could ever have.
Next to cleaning your ears using a Q-tip or something?
Precisely.
That's like the best non-sexual feeling.
Those are right there.
Cleaning your ears does feel really nice. I get what you're saying. Mike, do you like an egg on top of something?
Are you saying on pizza?
Or on top of anything?
Anything.
I mean, I love it on a burger.
Yeah.
But pizza, no.
Yeah.
You want it on the burger? Do you like it runny or not?
Yeah, I want it. I want a splash. You know?
Yeah, I'm with you. Baker Filmmaker on YouTube. Do you like doing as a baker? You ever make yourself a pizza crust? You ever make anything that's kind of like a calzone?
Yeah, I've actually made both pizza and calzones.
Wow.
I love making a pizza. I'm not very good at it because I have such a high standard for pizza. I think, but I can't. It doesn't stop me from trying.
You know who also has a high standard for pizza? Mr. Slice, who we go to now with the big slice.
I think that the fire started because Hollywood didn't accept Kevin Spacey back.
So it's always it's
not always.
Same take every time.
It's not always a different thought. A lot of the time, it can be the same thought.
So what's on your mind right now? We want you to be honest. We also got.
I was just texting Amelia that I was going to ask to turn the air on more.
I was going to say it feels warm in here.
I'll go adjust it.
I had to say when Weiger uploaded the pictures of your meal before you guys got here, and I was looking at them, and when we pulled up a picture of that, Amelia went, "Wow, that looks like a pocket pussy."
Jesus Christ!
Like, something that I did not have sexual relations with that. What's it called again?
Gondola
With
pizza.
that gondola pizza.
You freak. We should have demanded that you stayed up in Palm Springs. That does not look like a pocket pussy. First of all,
Yes, it does.
Oh my God.
It depends on the model.
Yeah.
In the picture, it doesn't look very big, I gotta say.
It's pretty fucking
It's pretty
big.
It
sizable.
was pretty big.
It's pretty damn
Yeah.
big. It's too big.
We also
When you buy pocket pussies, you get the extra. You go extra small, so of course it doesn't look.
It's the only thing that I.
You go extra small, and then you have to put it in the dryer to shrink it.
at the adult bookstore. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any toddler fit pocket pussies?
It's the only thing I wear that's the X the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Wear it? You just wear it around. That's not what they're for.
Ma, leave it in the dryer. I'm trying to make it smaller. I've never fucked a pocket pussy before.
Yeah.
I've never fucked anything that's not. I've never fucked a thing.
Sure.
I've never fucked a thing. But I'm saying I know you fucked an apple.
Yeah.
That's why I said the apple thing earlier.
Right.
But I've never fucked. I don't think I've ever fucked a thing. Besides a sock, I don't think I've ever fucked a thing.
Sure.
Sure. Besides
the sock.
Every man has fucked a sock before.
I mean,
Mike is shaking his head no, but most men have fucked a sock.
It sounds like you fucked your shower.
Well, I didn't lay down and fuck the shower.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck the hole in the shower.
You're just making direct deposits.
Yeah, exactly.
So the veggie.
It's like depositing 33 cents.
Yeah,
where you cash a check for like 10, like 5 cents.
You can't withdraw yet. There's not enough in there. You got to build up.
Okay, so we did get the big.
The firefighters are like, why is there no water? And fucking gunk just shoots out. My gunk. All right, that wasn't fun. Sorry. If I was backing up the fire hydrants.
I mean, there's no evidence that you weren't.
All right. The big slice. We did get the big slice.
We did. We went big slice mode.
We talked to the guy because it said at one point I'd read that you could only get one topping in the big slice. But then we're looking at the big slice, so that has the pictures they're using have so many toppings. So we just asked the guy, he's like, yeah, you can get any pizza as a big slice.
It seemed like he would have let us do anything.
He would have let us do anything.
He would have.
I think so nice.
If we were like, hey, can we come back there? You'd probably be like, yeah, sure. He didn't care at all. He loved us.
Yeah. He was so nice.
They were great.
So we got the veggie pizza. And so this is mozzarella, mushrooms, red onions, green bell peppers, artichokes, black olives, fresh garlic, and vine tomatoes. Felt like there was enough daylight between that and some kind of the more Mediterranean take of the veggie egg gondola pizza that we got two different veggie pizza varietals. And I thought, here's what I'll say. The big slice is fucking big. Like, it's like it does not disappoint in terms of the wow factor. It is a big slice.
We had to put two tables together to fit the big slice on it.
We not only had to put two tables together, there were two tables that we weren't sitting at.
Yeah.
Because our other stuff was occupying these tables, and we're like, we don't have room for this. So we had to get up and go to two other tables to get our big slice.
And when the guy helped us put two tables together, he also was like, you can have more tables if you want.
He did offer us more tables. We were going to maybe have 3 or 4 tables. In the place that didn't have too many tables to begin with, there was just a few tables there. Huge. Look, I'm just going to say it off the bat. a little disappointing that it's just square slices cut into a big slice.
Yeah.
You and I wanted a big slice.
I wanted an intact big slice.
And look,
and it comes pre-cut, and I understand why they did
Big
that.
Papa is holding up. He's holding a big slice.
There's also a different sign. There's a different poster, which is a little buffoon who has fallen on his back, and he's got the big slice over his torso like he can't get up.
And an artist's representation of you and I in that picture. There's two doofuses. We should have taken a picture because it's just two doofuses looking at him.
Two idiots gawking at this guy. He's got a big slice on it.
It is pretty close. Yeah. It is pretty close to
Just imagine a third guy here holding a big slice.
Yeah, being covered, dying. I mean,
should we eat the pizza? Help the guy?
The only way to help him is to eat the pizza. I'm Taft.
I was slightly disappointed with the big slice in that way, and then also this one was the one to me that felt like it needed the most seasoning. It felt like very bland vegetables on the big slice.
A big a big shaker of oregano over the whole thing would have helped quite a bit. Or some red peppers. Again, the jalapenos help. The jalapenos plussed it up, but
I think that I didn't get a slice with the raw garlic on it, and I think that probably did help on
raw garlic was nice.
So here was my big slice experience. I was really excited about the big slice.
Yes.
That's sort of the main reason I came to Los Angeles. When it came out, I was thrilled, and I saw it laying out there on 2.5 tables.
Yeah.
I was really excited.
Yeah.
But the thing about the big slice is the magic disappears the second you take one of the small slices out.
It stops looking like a big slice.
It's not a slice anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a different shaped pizza.
Right.
That being said, I did really like the raw garlic. That you don't often get that on a pizza. You usually get like roasted garlic or whatever, but I thought that added a nice little bite and crunch to the slices that I had.
Something that Nosferatu would not like is the garlic on this big slice.
No, for sure.
But I wish I had some of it because the rest of it was very bland. Now here's what I think.
Yeah,
I think you might have to come back. We might have to do Big Mamas and Papas again and get the big pizza, because I will say the big pizza is maybe more fun than the big slice.
Well, the Great Sicilian. First off, again, the wow factor is there. It is a fucking huge pizza. If you ever see that sumbitch in person, it is gigantic.
Mike Rosenstein, who is producing Armin and Bugman's movie.
That's right.
Which I shot a day of in Monday in Malibu. Came in the next morning, woke up at 5, drove into Malibu, and they were like, the winds are too strong. I was like, the winds? And then everything happened. But we
you left your air fryer plugged in the trailer.
My air fryer had nothing to do with whatever's going on. But they had to push they were shooting this week, and I hope that they're able to fit. You know,
hopefully
obviously
resumes real soon.
In the scope of everything else, that's the lower end of stuff. But you know, like a lot of work and stuff like that. It's sad when there's any work in California, and then you know this happens.
Well,
too, you know,
yes, and I know we were talking about some other stuff that was like just about to get going in LA again. It's just about to start shooting in LA, and then they're just like, oh, sorry, you know. And it's just when work is starting to come back after the strikes, it's kind of a bummer. This natural disaster.
I went home that night from the shoot, and it got super windy, and it was nerve-wracking. And then I broke out in poison ivy on my I got poison ivy in the shoot too.
Oh man,
which is
so this is a Batman movie.
I'm wearing my CPAP as Bane.
You said you've never fucked a thing? How do you get poison ivy all over this whole situation?
You're implying that I fucked a bushel of poison ivy?
I don't know.
I do have it on my legs, and I have I am worried that I have it on my crotch.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
If it,
I feel like you'd know by now if you had it on your
I'm
crotch.
pretty sure that honestly, I got it like really light, and I wonder if it's because I got I got a rub down from the
Sorry, what is this you're shooting?
They took my makeup off.
Yeah,
the makeup. So they rubbed off my makeup, and so I think that they used.
I heard it called a rub down.
I got that happened, and so they used alcohol. They used alcohol rubs on my arms.
Yeah,
and I think that saved me.
Maybe.
I think that maybe saved.
Sure.
I think it's just like a light case of. It's on my legs and on my arms a little bit, but it's not too.
Can you just
bad.
check and see if it on your thigh looks at all like the tiger tattoo?
I would never get a tattoo. I don't know. I would want to scrub it off. I would never be able to do it.
First off, I think as actors, it's not the best idea professionally because, like, you find yourself and then it has to be covered up, and that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand. I kind of wasn't sure if I was ever going to get one, and then I got one. Kind of love it.
Yeah, I like that you did it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Big Sicilian, by the way,
yeah.
On our way out, we noticed that they have an eating option where if you can finish the Big Sicilian with 8 people within, was it 2 hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get $1,000.
$1,000.
And I think we have to assemble a team.
I think we got to
We could do that. We could assemble a squad.
54-inch giant Sicilian pizza challenge. 8 contestants, 2 hours, $1,000.
I honestly feel like I could do it by myself. And so
if we got Gabrus and
7
me
friends,
and you and maybe Weiger, I don't know yet if you make it in.
Here's the thing. Like, I love to eat. I am not someone with like a huge appetite. I'm not a bottomless pit. I used to be more of that kind of guy, but now as I've gotten older, like I just have a smaller appetite. However,
Natalie might be better.
That's what I was gonna say.
Wow.
Natalie can absolutely,
this is like an Ocean's 11 plot point. This is great. We're bringing Natalie.
We went to this wine bar once, and they had this thing that was called like the board, and it was just like a huge charcuterie board with came with a full loaf of bread, and we're like, can we order this? And they're like, it's for 6 people. We're like, we'll take it, and we had it, and we just by sheer force of will, we like finished it. We just like we knocked the whole thing down, but she was doing most of the work. Yeah,
I think we got to try it.
I can't say this enough. She's so much cooler than Nick.
Yeah, we know.
God.
I know better than you.
She could use this whole thing going on to get away from you somehow, is what I'm thinking. But I don't know how she would do it, but she should do it somehow.
Like in the chaos of us winning, she disappears. Is that what you mean?
Oh yeah, no. I meant everything going on in the city. She should abandon
I thought you
Nick.
meant the pizza contest.
Yeah, I guess that too. It could be Ocean's 11 where she's like does it and then just flees town.
She makes off with
$1,000.
Yeah. Starts a new life.
Yeah.
The reason I brought up Rosenstein is for the Birthday Boys show.
Yeah.
He bought one of these giant pizzas for us one time, and it's huge. I will say this: it is gigantic. They have a special car that brings people. It was like a gimmick that people. I feel like 10 years ago to 15 years ago, people would buy these pizzas way more. Wags, would you agree with that?
Yeah,
like
I think so.
You would see that special car driving around town a lot more.
Well, I think it's a thing people get once, or for a special occasion.
I think Rosenstein got it for us twice. I think we did it for a party and for like the Birthday Boys when our first day of filming or something.
Right. Or it's for things like that. It's for like business things. Like it's I like that it exists. I like that they're fully committed to it. And I like that it actually has the Guinness World Record. They're not just like a thing, world's largest and it's just bullshit. It's like, no, they actually went for it. That's great.
There's no real functional reason to do that instead of just ordering 10 pizzas.
Exactly. In fact, you're probably beyond the gimmick is the fun. Like you'd actually probably have a better pizza experience by ordering 10 different pizzas.
And also you have to get rid of a gigantic box, which we took a picture with outside of, which might look like a small box. It might look like a regular box, we were saying.
The box is big.
The box is big, but that's you have to get rid of that box at the end of it. That being said, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think it changes I don't think that the actual what am I trying to say? God damn it. I don't think that the actual...
I don't know what you're trying to say. What are you driving at?
I don't think the actual quality...
You're doing great.
I couldn't think of the word quality. I don't think
You're doing great.
Oh,
Do you want to take a bathroom break?
Give Jemmy a little pet. Pet Jemmy's head. It'll like reset.
We'll cut out about 15 seconds of me huffing and puffing.
Okay, great.
I don't think the actual...
I was worried you're going to blow my house down.
Fucking little pig. We were the 3 little pigs today in a way.
Yeah.
They were worried about the 3 little piggies and what we ordered, and I think we did a pretty good job. The quality of the pizza in the big pizza doesn't change.
Right.
And the quality of the pizza in the big slice is kind of the same. Like Which is a good thing and maybe a bad thing because I think the quality of the pizza is just okay, right?
I think having ordered the big slice, I think what you said earlier is correct.
Mhm.
That it's fun to order the Great Sicilian. That's like a fun thing. Ordering the big slice is kind of like, it's fun to order it, but when you actually get it, you're kind of a little bit like, all right,
Sure.
it doesn't quite deliver on the gimmick of it just being a big slice.
We didn't try the Big Mama slice, which
That's
might
true.
be better because it might actually hold together as one slice.
Although when I've seen photos of that, I believe the Big Mama's slice
It's
is
also
4
little
slices that are
Okay.
stitched together. Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to put him through the ringer for this, but I'm very upset.
Mitch, it's 2025, new year. Always got some 2 years resolutions, always doing things we try to do a little bit differently. Me, I got a new ritual I do, which is that I lay out my workout clothes the night before. So I wake up with my alarm. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get some steps in.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Wise. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to take in more water this year.
Ooh.
I'm trying to hydrate myself.
Well, whatever you do, come into your own way with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV.
This fits just what I want to do. Keep going.
Powered by LIV Hydroscience, Liquid IV helps you break the mold. With flavors like their new Hydration Multiplier Sugar-Free Raspberry Lemonade, a bright zero-sugar flavor combining notes of ripe, freshly picked raspberries and citrusy, zesty lemon.
Wow. Wags, you know what flavor I love? Classic strawberry.
Yeah.
Every night, I pour myself a big cup of water, I put in a strawberry Liquid IV, and I go to town on it.
Now, when and where do you like to take a packet with you? Because you're a guy who's on the road a lot, you're traveling, you're going home, you're flying all over the country, all over the world for work.
I'm a guy on the go.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I go up to, say, me and the Quincy boys are going up to Maine for a long weekend, I'll take one there. I'll take one after the flight. It's good to get good to hydrate yourself. But why? It's just at the end of the day when I need some nice hydration. I'll just take it at the end of the night.
Yeah, it's great just for, whatever, after a hard workout or just you're maybe not feeling your best in the morning. It's a great way to hydrate with rapidity.
That's because they have true to fruit flavors that keep you hydrated. You can find all your favorite hydration multiplier flavors on their website, from acai berry and lemon lime to pina colada.
Or choose from their line of sugar-free flavors like raspberry lemonade, white peach, and rainbow sherbet.
Ooh, I like rainbow sherbet.
Break the mold and own your ritual. Just one stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone.
And it tastes better, too. In Wags, it has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. Wow. And it has 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free.
But not flavor-free. Embrace your ritual with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Doughboys at checkout.
That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Doughboys at liquidiv.com.
Look, let's get to our final thoughts on Big Mamas and Big Papas. So, Zach, you know the podcast before you know this works. We'll each go around, give our final thoughts, and give it a score from 0 to 5 forks. You're my guest, seated to my left. Your thoughts, your fork score.
I really loved the experience. The variety of sodas was great.
Yeah.
They also had a ton of other things on the menu that we didn't try. They had a pizza waffle. They had a couple desserts. They had just a bunch of stuff. I love the art in the place. They have a wall that shows you actual size of all the different pizzas you can order. So it shows you like small pizza, medium pizza, mama slice, papa slice, giant Sicilian. I love all that. The sight of the big slice coming out was one of the best moments of the decade for me.
The highlight of the year and possibly the decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
maybe of
decade,
my life.
I think decade highlight for me. Yeah. Yeah, in my life, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's top 2. But here's the truth. I could say 5 forks and feel like I wouldn't feel like I was lying.
No.
Yeah.
Like I could say 5 forks because you're not going to get this stuff anywhere else. Like it's
true.
cool that it exists. It's kind of like when you see a movie that like not every piece of it works, but you're just glad that it was made.
Yeah.
Like I just love this. I love the big slice. I love the big pizza. I think it's really fun. The pizza was pretty good. It wasn't like amazing. I did like the flavored crust on the cheese. That helped a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go 3.99999999999999999999999 forks.
3.9 forks. So a 9 repeating tine fork.
What's the symbol? Is that a little line on top of it?
The little line over, I don't know what the actual, there's like a name for it, but it's like it signifies.
Line?
Because then technically,
the infinity line.
Infinity line,
it's technically equal to 4.
Technically equal to 4,
So it could get into the Golden Plate Club, but I would like to give it that slight minor distinction.
Right. I like it.
Look, I loved this breakdown. I was nodding along when you were just saying I was happy today. In a very bad week, I was up there for a good hour. I forgot all the cares in the world were gone, Wags. I was very happy up there. I liked ordering the big slice. And you know what? It reminded me of LA. This is a local LA spot. These people were in there working during this, this disaster outside.
They were so kind to us.
They told us to take extra sodas on the way out the door. They gave us a free soda.
Really nice.
Which I took. We both took a soda on the way out. Wags, high and mighty, didn't take one. I
was gonna get. I went next door to get a coffee.
You got a coffee next door.
Do you want to talk about how he snitched on you at the coffee place?
Yeah, that was fucking bullshit.
I don't regret it.
We walked in there. I was holding 2 pizzas.
That's true.
So I got in there to open 2 pizzas, and I used my foot to open the door. The guy at the front counter was like, "Hey, can you close the door? You left the door open." And
he was like mad at me though. He was kind of snippy at me, and I was like, all right, I'll close the door. But it's like, just so you know, it was my friend who opened the door.
Yes, it was my friend. Your friend who you rat out immediately.
Yeah, I'll throw you under the bus.
So he was snippy. He was mad at you, and your reaction was to say it was my friend that did it.
Don't get mad at me. It was him. It was that guy. That guy who didn't even order a coffee. He's the one who's letting out all your AC.
Who brought in.
I don't think it was about letting the AC out or the smoky air in.
Yeah, it was most likely that there was a giant fire, within 10 miles. Yeah. Well, you know what? You fucking ratted me out immediately. Yeah. It was bullshit. I think I won the guy over anyways, but
he did. As soon as you ratted, he did smile.
Yeah, he liked that.
Yeah.
Fucking rats of a feather. Fucking rat together. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking rat, man.
You're reading the Kowalik family crest.
So anyway, I loved our experience there.
Yeah.
Staff was fantastic. And the food was good. I think that it's a very specific thing. Like if you're at a house party or whatever, or you need a bunch of pizzas, or you want to do a fun gimmick thing, because I think it is decently cheap for pizza, right? If you just get like the regular style pizza, I think it's pretty cheap.
No, it's not that. It's absolutely. You can spend a lot more on pizza in LA.
When you get it delivered, do they have to send 2 delivery people to like carry it in, or do you have to like help them? Can one person carry the box?
I think when the guy delivered to us, it was one guy, and we helped him with. It feels like if
you tried to pick it up, one person, it's just gonna like flop over.
Yeah. You need people to move it onto and it goes on top of the car. It's insane.
Right. Yeah, it's like pretty big.
Yeah, it's big, which we'll find out when we do it next. We got to review the big Sicilian. For the experience for the day, I mean, look, it's the sort of pizza if you're going to come to LA and eat at restaurants we've done on Doughboys that we say are really good, I don't think you have to go to Big Mamas and Papas. But that being said, if it's a kid's birthday party, or you're getting together with you're having something in your backyard and you're getting some pizzas for people to snack on, I think you can do way worse than Big Mamas and Papas. I think that, and it's a lot of fun. And my experience today was a 4-forker, I got to say.
And here's what I'll say about the quality of the pizza. Sometimes you'll have pizza that it feels like, oh, this is like cafeteria pizza or whatever. This is a step above that. Like it's not like a school lunchroom. It is a step above that. It's 100%. Not like, the best pizza you've ever had, but it's pretty good.
Yes.
To me.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, that's to your point, Mitch. This is not the pizza that you get if you're like, hey, I'm out in LA and I want to experience this culinary scene. This is the pizza you get if you live in LA, particularly if you live in the San Fernando Valley where most of the locations are. And, maybe like, hey, I had a stressful week because there's a bunch of crazy shit that's happening, a bunch of shit's on fire. I just kind of want a pizza. This is a place that will not let you down. This is a place that will get the job done and also has some signature items that make it distinct in addition to, the excess of the Great Sicilian or the Big Slice. Just having the egg gondola pizza, like it's just like that feels like a thing that's, that's unique to its character and that again speaks to its heritage.
I got a pitch.
Yeah.
The teeny Sicilian. You get a really tiny, small slice.
That's cute.
That's good.
Really, really small.
Slice.
Like
yeah,
a
that's really
slider.
fun.
Yeah, like a bite-sized slice.
Oh, like little bite size. I like bagel bites.
Like
but
like yes.
Yeah, baby.
Emma,
I love it.
Maybe the Big Baby, because you get the Big Mama and the Big Papa. This is the Big Baby.
I like the big baby.
We did talk
Do you
about.
still have your diaper baby costume?
I'm not trying to become the mascot, the big baby, Emma. Just so you know, stop trying to pitch me as the big baby.
At the
Also,
restaurant,
the big baby's a man that wears
Yeah,
a diaper.
he's an adult man.
How do you
Don't
that
have a
work?
diaper fetish.
But at the restaurant, they have various characters
They do.
of the family. So yeah, why not utilize them with their own individual pizzas?
Well,
Big baby's good.
You were talking about comparing it to A&W Canada, where they have the burger family, but they just have the Big Mama and the Big Papa there, but they have they have the iconography of the whole family.
Yeah.
They can expand it to the pizza
Yeah.
family.
And the big baby could say something like, "My diaper's saucy" or something.
Yeah.
That would be good. That'd really whet your appetite.
Oh, something like that's good
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I whet my appetite?
I whet my appetite. Wah, he's crying.
Yeah.
Wah, I whet my appetite.
That's good.
That's good.
I
He
checked.
should have a bunch of marinara in his diaper. We just know that. That's
yeah,
a thing for sure.
100% a marinara diaper.
Or if they do a dessert pizza, it could be shit. If they do like a Nutella pizza,
Right.
it could be Nutella.
Do you think in Italy they're like, I got marinara in the diaper? You think that happens? That's got to happen once or twice, right?
In what context would that happen?
I don't know. I'm sure it has
Like they're calling
happened.
the shit in the diaper marinara. They
No, I'm
accidentally
saying-
got some marinara.
They accidentally got some
They're
marinara.
making, like, Mama's making the sauce and she's
yeah.
changing the baby with the other hand because she's got too much
Yeah.
going on. So I got a marinara in the diaper. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
had-
Over
it's
the
had to-
course of the whole history of the
Yeah.
society, yeah,
Yeah, it's had to have happened.
probably.
Yeah.
It's had to have happened. That's all I'm saying.
Dad's
Yeah,
like, what's the matter you?
That's good. That's good.
This is why I fucked our neighbor.
Well, I mean, I guess now that we're diving deeper, I don't know how much they would be speaking English over there. But
That's true.
probably that exact moment has happened.
I checked the wiki because your 3.99 fork score sounded familiar. The last time this came up, Mitch, friend of the podcast, the commissioner, Evan Susser, gave that score in December to another pizza chain, Slice House.
Wow.
And I was thinking back on Slice House, and we had a nice time at Slice House.
We did.
This was a better time. I mean, come on. We had a better time tonight.
Well,
Or
we
today.
were with Zach instead of Susser, so
That's
that's
true.
upgraded quite a bit.
No, but I think that was this was a more fun sort of pizza experience. And I also feel like although Slice House, they got the respect the craft, they're ostensibly going for a higher quality of product. There's something really familiar and comforting about the offerings of Big Mamas and Big Papas. It doesn't feel as chainy, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel as corporatized, doesn't feel as planned. And my score for Big Mamas...
Did somebody say Cheney?
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, I didn't even think we could do vice presidents. Shit, I need a vice president now. Too.
Yeah, you said Gore. There's Gore.
This recent events make it clear that we're facing an inconvenient truth.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's great. Who's Garfield's vice president?
Great question.
No, stop! Don't do it!
Stop!
Stop it!
Chester A. Arthur.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a great
Also a
name.
President.
Oh man, I gotta work on that.
Yeah, that's good. I gave it 3.5 forks, Slice House. I like this more than Slice House.
Wow.
My name is Chester.
Go on.
That's all I got so far, but that feels right.
Yeah, that's good.
My name is Chester, and I ain't talking about the Cheeto. I'm going to be president one day. Something like that.
I loved it. I personally love it.
Chester A. Arthur. The A stands for ass, and yours is grass if you give me any shit.
You better be careful. I'm going to become Chester the Arthur. I don't know why. You won't like me when I'm the Arthur. He's like the Hulk.
He is like the Hulk. Yeah, I like that. I think we got some good groundwork for Chester.
Maybe Chester B. Arthur?
I like that.
And it's like,
my mom, Sophia, is giving me a bunch of shit.
Like he's a beta?
No, well, like I think he's like one of the Golden Girls.
Arthur.
Yeah.
B. Arthur. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Chester B. Arthur is fertile.
Rose, I wish she was more smart.
I also like that this impression is based off of what you think Chester A. Arthur sounds like.
Blanche is a real floozy. Hey, we live next door to the Empty Nest guy. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, they did live next door to the Empty Nest clan.
Yeah. I gave it 3.5 forks for Sliced House. I got to go higher for Big Mamas and Big Papas, but I don't think I can quite hit 4. I think I'm going to go with 3 forks, 3 tines, 3.75 forks. And hey, shout out to our good friend, past guest, beloved friend of Doe, Matt Selman, the Tine Father, who came up with the Tine system.
Yeah.
We love you,
and we're thinking about you this week, which he's been dealing with the fires and everything with his home. Yeah.
But a great friend of the podcast.
We love him.
And hey, that was our review of Big Mamas and Big Papas. It's
Haley
time...
Joel Osment. I want to give. There's so many people that we know that have been affected by the fires, and we love you, and we're thinking of you.
Hey, it's time for a segment. I got some food related jingles, and Mitch and Zach must determine which year they came out. It's another edition of Jingle All The Whey, spelled WHEY.
Wow.
These are compiled, of course, by the Drop King Robert Persinger.
Yes. Wow.
The
thank
rules.
You, DK. I have a pitch quickly. Chesty A. Arthur.
Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Garfield. Like it's like Chester A. Arthur, but has
very
big,
bosomy.
Big,
yeah,
big titties.
She got big ones. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get Jem back in here. I think she left.
Jemmy.
Come here, Jemmy.
An episode so bad she left.
She's back. Hello. Good girl.
She's still mad about I got a bone, and then there was no bone given. Oh, she's showing her butthole to everyone.
Jemmy, places, Jemmy. Jemmy, we're rolling.
Jemmy,
places,
we're rolling.
Jemmy.
Go ahead, get up there, girlie.
Get up there.
Go ahead,
Jemmy,
get up there.
Jemmy, take your mark.
Oh, she's so excited. Look at her.
Well, Dad's back here today. She's a real daddy's girl. So.
Aww.
Okay,
girl.
Jemmy has abandoned us
She
for the
pisses
segment.
on the power strip to cut the power in the studio.
She's literally never pissed inside. Chooses right now on the power strip.
All right, the rules of Jingle All The Whey, spelled WHEY. The closest guess without going over wins a point. If you guess the year exactly, you get 2 points. That's the Arden Marine rule. If the game ends in a tie, the guest wins. That's the Mitch Kenna rule. If the second guesser can guess a movie from the first guesser's year correctly, they get a point. That's the Murder Brian rule.
Wait, what happens with that? What's that rule again?
If the second guesser can guess a movie from the first guesser's year correctly, they get a point. The Murder Brian rule. And that's
great.
only once per game. Yeah.
Oh, only once per game.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
all right. Okay.
But like, for instance, if someone said 2024 and you said like, oh, I know 2024, I'm going to guess The Brutalist because I know that just came out, then you could get a point for that.
Could you say the Chudalist? Like, could you make it a Doughboys theme?
You can.
Doughboys point?
You can, as long as we know what you're going for.
Would you get an extra point if you do if you make it?
You do get an extra point if you make it a food pun. That's the Zach Cherry rule.
Wow, the Zach Cherry rule.
Okay.
He's gonna write this down in his fucking dorky little iPad, and
that is only once per game. So
you can only do that once per game. And of course, our most recent entry, Kate Berlant, set the record with 9 points in Jingle All The Whey.
That's
Today's theme is Del Taco Jingles. My beloved Del Taco.
Yeah, she kicked my dick in.
That's hard because we don't have that many options. There's not as many jingles this time around.
Okay, that's good to know. That means I'll use my once per game quickly.
And it got written up. The story got written up in. Was it in Variety?
It was in Vulture.
It was in Vulture.
Yeah.
Vulture. Thank you for featuring us.
You can get double points. So you could still hit 9 points.
You could, yeah.
I won't call it fake news. It was happened fair and square.
All right, let's get into it. Amelia, can you keep score?
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, first up, this one is called Hot Stuff.
Del Taco, you're hot stuff. Hot stuff. Del Taco makes 4 kinds of burritos. Hot stuff. A soft tortilla filled with
That
lots
guy's
of good
funny.
things.
Dumbass.
Tell us how you want it, hot or mild. It's our California.
It's a little Weiger in this video.
The freshest taste around. At Del Taco, the hottest place in town. Hot stuff.
Del Tacos, your burritos are hot stuff.
I've never wanted a burrito more in my life than that. That looked so good. The burrito looked so good.
It looked pretty good.
You
So
know,
pixelated.
you know it was, but there is something of like, obviously, you know, the flavor profiles would have been a little different, but there is something about the quality of fast food just used to be better.
Yeah.
Things were not as ultra processed. You know that was
And
hitting
that
back.
cost
back when that
30
came out.
cents, maybe.
Back
Not
before
even.
Things got so woke.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Back before things got so woke.
Things got too freaking woke. The food went down the drain. We got to include all the veggies now. Oh.
Yeah, it used to be it could just be a pile of meat.
Yeah, now, yeah. Now, yeah. You gotta, now, yeah.
It feels like you're hitting on possibly another new bit for 2025,
Woke
which is
food
kind
guy?
of mafia guys complaining about food getting too woke.
Yeah. When my Nona made the sauce, it was good.
You can't even call shrimp no more. You can't even call shrimp no more.
You got to call them shellfish. You don't know what you're eating.
Yeah. This has legs.
There's something here, yeah. Let's see. What else?
But you can still call meatballs.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the deal with that?
My meatballs.
Yeah. All right.
So
well,
it's okay to get a meatball. Oh, it's say meatball, but it can't say shrimp. The problem is that's not like a thing you can say
you
shrimp,
can't
right?
say shrimp. Yeah, of course you can.
So these guys are also
why
dumb.
This is a good guy.
Okay, so this guy's dumb. This guy's an idiot.
He's a good guy.
This bit is making the fires grow bigger.
Someone told him you can't say shrimp.
I guess the end result is that he's a dumb guy. I guess. Isn't that most characters though? At the end of the day, they're dumb. They're just dumb as well.
I guess a lot of. I guess that guy is kind of a dumb guy in general. So like you
Yeah.
could make him even dumber.
Mm-hmm. Look, we tried. I liked it. I stand by woke food guy.
Yeah.
You can't get a hot dog anymore. You say you got to call it a warm canine.
This is just a guy who's like
really dumb.
Really dumb.
and just like got a thesaurus or something.
All right. So that was called Hot Stuff. That ad was Hot Stuff.
Oh.
Zach, we'll alternate who goes first. Zach, you'll start with this one.
Grimace is a DEI high. That's woke food guy. That works.
Yeah, that
right?
one works. Yeah.
I don't think Grimace is a DEI hire.
Grimace is not even allowed to be fat anymore. He's that guy too. Like I agree with him about some stuff. I'm gonna say 1993.
1993.
Yeah.
I definitely know some movies from 1993, but I'm like, will I get them wrong?
Yeah.
You only get one.
I only get one. Come on, I know a movie from 1993. Oh. Ooh, is it 1993 or is it 1994?
There are 5.
Yeah, you might have more opportunities. You don't have
to
to go for it now.
Yeah. I'm not going to say, I was going to say Jurassic Park is a 1993 movie. I'm not using it. Amelia thinks no.
I think it's 4, but
Don't help him out. Don't help him out.
It was 4? Okay.
Well, that's not your guess anyway.
Jurassic Pork, I guess is what I would say. That would work.
That would be potentially an extra point.
But is it 1993? But I'm not. That is not my answer. I'm not doing that. Okay. So the year before Jurassic Park. All right. Well, I'm not doing it anyways. I'm gonna say this is 1987.
1987. Unfortunately, you both overshot it quite a bit. 1979.
Wow.
Yeah.
Billy Corgan.
Favorite year.
Yeah.
That's before I even comprehend.
Yeah.
My sister's birthday.
Before we were all alive.
79. Yeah.
All right, next up. This one is called Del Taco is the Place to Be.
I went for lunch the other day. Can't you recall the name? I said over and over and over again, this lunch is gonna be the same. Then all of a sudden it came to
This commercial sucks.
Taco's the place to be.
I like it.
Now lunch isn't boring like it used to be. Del Taco's the place for me.
Very public access-y.
Yeah.
It looks like really, really low budget.
Yeah, what does it say at the end there? It doesn't matter.
Can we bring that tagline up? Can we not the same place?
I see not the same thing.
Not the same place, not the same thing as their tagline in this one.
I think I should get half a point for guessing what was behind the.
Did you get?
Yeah, I
get
said
it?
not the same thing before.
All right, you know what?
I will
We'll
give Zach a half point for that, Amelia. All right, so Zach has a half point. Mitch, you'll guess first for this one. What year, without going over, do you think Del Taco is the place to be?
I think this is the Spoon Man's birth year, 1982.
1982.
That is a good guess.
Jimmy.
Is she cleaning her butthole?
She's like corn cob in her butt.
Good girl.
I'll go. Oh, wait. You said 1982?
Mitch says 1982.
What was the first movie you saw?
The first. I just talked about this the other day. The first, not on the podcast, but the first movie I remember seeing in theaters was, and it did not come out in 1982.
Oh, well, then I don't care.
Was The Great Outdoors. Oh, you were saying what's the first movie I saw?
My
birth year?
I was trying to trick you into giving me an answer.
Close Encounters of the Food kind?
I'll go 84. I'll go 84.
You're going 84.
Is it 82? What year's? Okay, all right.
I think wasn't Close Encounters earlier than that?
I'm going to look both
wrong.
up right now.
I think 82 was maybe E.T.
Oh, you were right.
Oh, it was E.T.
You were right. Jurassic Park was 93.
Wow. I could have gotten two
Close
fucking
Encounters
points.
was 1977.
If I was going to say
thanks a lot, Amelia.
E.T.
I trusted someone not born yet, or were you just born?
I wasn't born yet.
Jesus Christ.
That's in the past.
I would say meaty if I was going to do E.T.
Wait, meaty?
Meaty.
Like you're meaty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
meaty. That's
That's
good.
good. That's good.
Fuck, that's good.
Okay, so yeah, it's good. Back to the present. Zach guessed 1984. Zach gets a point because this came out in 1985, 1 year later.
That's fucked up.
All right, let's go to the next
1.5
one.
points
Yeah,
to
Zach
0.
has 1.5 points. Mitch has 0. Next up, Bang Bang Bango.
No, Jesus Christ.
Hey, okay.
Yo, chicken so crispy, sauce so sweet. Del Tacos, your tacos make crispy leaf. A crispy chicken taco with honey and mango. Del, you make my heart go bang, bang, mango. Only $1 for me to say I'm in love with honey mango flavor.
Slide into Del Taco for the Honey Mango Crispy Chicken Taco. Del Taco's newest crispy chicken taco is just $1.
So a few different clues there that we can say they're visual. At the end, we have the Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats logos.
Oh, yeah, that's
so this
huge.
Is
I didn't even notice that. You
makes
should
it
have pointed
pretty
it out.
contemporary. But the boy band pastiche also feels a little bit older than that. This is obviously shot in HD, which is a little bit of a clue of its own.
But the boy band thing feels like a nostalgic boy band.
Maybe it's a nostalgia
to me.
thing.
But then the $1 price tag, it confuses me. I don't know Del Taco's price points.
But where can you get anything for $1 these days?
Yeah. I mean,
It does say here at the bottom, delivery prices and fees may be higher. So
Okay.
they're like,
Okay.
it's $1, but it's probably going to cost you.
okay.
Zach, you're up first. What's your guess? What year did this come out?
I'm gonna keep it recent, and I'm gonna say 2021.
2021.
Wow.
Spoon Man, what do you think?
I think that I am. Oh, shit.
You left your air fryer on again.
I can't remember if the movie I was in, Tomorrow War, came out in 2020 or 2021.
It was a pandemic movie. Unfortunately, did not get a theatrical release. It would have been nice if it got a theatrical release. I can't remember what year it
Pandemic
was.
started in 2020.
Started in 2020, yeah.
Mitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
You don't have to ring in.
I'm going to say.
Try to make a food pun out of Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow.
Boar is food. Boar is meat.
Sure. Sure.
Tamale War.
Wait, I can't. Can I use his?
Yeah.
Tamale War.
All right, you're guessing Tamale War?
Yes.
If you get your own movies, you're wrong.
Hold on. I got to look up what year the Tomorrow War came out.
It was 2021.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Tamale War. So, Mitch, you do get a point.
I got
for
2
Tamale
points.
War. Wait, it's 2 points for that?
Yeah,
because
because
one for the movie and one for the pun.
Mitch takes the lead then.
Hold on. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay, you get an extra point. That's exactly right. Okay, so you get an extra point. So yes, so you get 2 points there, Mitch. However, it actually doesn't get you any closer because Zach also gets 2 points. 2021 exactly is
I didn't
the
even
year.
guess my year yet.
Yeah,
I
but you
guess
weren't going to get it. It doesn't matter. It's moot.
2021 exactly.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So Zach has 3.5. Mitch has 2.
All right, it's anyone's game. Going to the next one. The next one is called Back to Del Taco Again.
Ooh, okay.
Whenever I feel like a great tasting meal, I go back to Del Taco again. Hot stuff. There's only one place
Song's a
where
banger.
you get so much taste, so I'm back in Del Taco again. Hot stuff. The way that they flavor, it's everyone's favorite tangy, spicy blend. Del Taco's hot stuff, I just can't get enough, so I'm back in Del Taco
Why don't you eat the whole fucking
We
tomato?
saw a woman eat a whole tomato, just put it onto her tongue.
Why did you do
like
that?
a piece of
She pulled it
sushi.
off of her taco and ate the
And
tomato.
ate the tomato. Put
I
it
do
on
that
her-
with pickles, but not tomatoes.
That's fucking nasty.
Put it on her tongue like it was a Eucharist.
Yeah. We might have a director who has some type of tomato fetish.
It could be that. Yeah. It's just put the tomato on your tongue. Okay.
Quentin
let's try one.
San Marzano.
Back to Del Taco again. I want that song played as my coffin lowers into the earth. That was great.
Well, I can make that happen.
A couple weeks from now.
As you're screaming. Do I go first? I do.
Yeah, Mitch, you're up first. What year do you think this came out?
It's a little bit of a Billy Corgan. I'm going to guess 1977. So 2 years off from 1979.
Okay,
of
Mitch
course.
guesses 1977.
What's your favorite movie from 77?
That is a very hard. Actually, I do have a favorite movie from 1977, and I can't tell you.
What is it, Taxi Driver?
I can't tell you.
He helped you with Tamale War. Just saying.
What's your favorite from 78?
My favorite movie from 78, that's harder for me, because 79 I know movies, and 70...
We'll start with 77, then go 78, then go 70.
Well, we already had talked about a 77 one.
We did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Encounters of the Turd Kind. Could be one.
Okay.
That's 77?
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'll use that in a second.
Okay, great.
You said 1977.
1977.
Okay. I'll give as my answer. How old is Del Taco?
Del Taco's been around, I believe, since the 60s.
Okay. I'll say The Summer of Love, 1969.
Wow. And also, there's a bigger sci-fi movie that came out in 1977, which is what I would say.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play it safe and cheat and say close enchiladas of the third kind.
Wow.
That's good.
I would have said a new
smoke.
a new Snoke.
Well,
I would.
Wait, a new Snoke? Snoke is from another Star Wars movie. It's not a food pun. I guess you could eat Snoke.
You could eat
Probably
Snoke.
tastes like shit. Tastes like expired jerky.
I was thrown when no one liked my 1977 Billy Corgan impression.
I liked it.
1977 is my answer. 1969, The Summer of Love. Like, what I'm going to say right away, he's wrong, but he definitely didn't go over.
No, he didn't go over.
But
and
I
Mitch,
did.
neither did you. You get a point. 1981 Back to Del Taco.
81.
Yeah, this is the thing that you got to. I feel like that is easy to forget with these ads. They always lag behind pop culture a bit. So it's like that. Yes, that has 70s vibes in 1981, but it's like culture moved a little slower then, and
it looked older than the.
It looked older than that, and
yeah.
the people writing ad jingles were imitating like what were the popular radio songs from a couple years ago. So
I'm just glad I was born a year after the fucking tomato eating fetish died down. It's fucking disgusting.
So Mitch gets a point.
It might have been how you got here.
Oh, Ma! Oh, Dad! Oh. That lady in the car was my mom's age. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild to think about?
Yeah. I was horny for her for a second. Now it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. So Mitch gets 1 point. Zach gets 2 points.
Okay, that leaves Mitch with 3 and Zach with 5.5.
I don't want the 2. I cheated. I'm gonna earn them the hard way.
Okay, so it's 3, 3.5 going into the final one. It's anyone's game for this final ad, Del Taco Combo Pack.
You know what? I'll take a point off, too. I did not earn Tamale War.
Okay, great.
Okay, so Mitch is 2, Zach is 3.5.
I'll take the 1 for Tamale War.
Okay, good. So it's 4.5 to 2. So it's gonna be tough for Mitch to come back, but he can.
Okay.
Del
we can
Taco
share it.
Del Taco Combo
half
Pack.
Point each.
All right, here it is.
White meat chicken on the
What
grill.
is this?
2 fajitas. Ooh, what a thrill. Bag of chips and a drink on the side. Get ready, open wide. Del Taco's combo pack.
They show a big turkey at the end.
Come to Del Taco for our new combo pack. 2 chicken or steak fajitas, chips, and a medium soft drink. Just $2.99, only at Del Taco.
Del Taco, fresh to you.
So here's the thing I would say. There are some, I think it was a big chicken for the chicken tacos. It looked like a turkey,
It had
though.
Thanksgiving vibes.
It did have Thanksgiving vibes. It seems to have some very crude computer graphics there.
Yeah, this was a big deal at the end here. This Del Taco.
The logo's kind of like the letters
it took
kind of
3 computers to make that graphic.
Yeah.
But the song weirdly is like
Elvis-y.
Yeah,
there's a Weiger ass looking guy here too. Can you rhyme better? Why just a little more? Look at this guy.
Hey, buddy.
Look at those. Look at that eyebrow raise. Wow, look at that. Jesus Christ.
Who knows what I'm thinking, buddy? So we've got that, but it's coexisting with. I think it's meant to be like kind of a public domain version of Jerry Lee Lewis's Great Balls of Fire.
So we're talking. You're first.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is very. I have a time period for this. I'm not going to say it because we're getting down to the end here.
What do you think?
80s.
I don't know. I guess I gotta say the Summer of Love, 1988.
1988.
Damn, that is literally the exact year I was going to guess. I'm going to go, I hate to do this. I hate when people do this. Or do I go lower? No, I'm going to go 89.
89. Okay.
Zach goes 1988. Mitch goes 1989.
Do one of us have it exactly right?
The answer is no.
Okay.
But neither of you went over.
Fuck.
Which means that Mitch gets it. 1991 was the year. What is our final score, Amelia? Mitch gets a point here.
So, Mitch with 3.5, Zach with 4.
Wow, Zach Cherry still takes it.
It's that half point you took.
Half point.
Yeah, you split a half point near the end.
You know what? Tie would have gone to you anyway.
Yeah, that's the Mitch Kenner rule. Congratulations, Zach. Well played. And hey, just like a restaurant via feedback, let's open feedback.
I live here and I've had a really tough week, but you can get the win. It's fine.
Zach takes the win. So today's email comes from Jacob.
Thank you.
Jacob writes, "My name is Jacob, and I am a dog walker in Brooklyn.
Wow!
I'm often listening to episodes of the pod while walking all around the city, and this question occurred to me: if you, much like a dog, had to get daily walks from your partner and/or mother, either for a 10-1 or for the other option."
Look, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if half our listeners that does happen anyways. They fucking put a leash on them and take them outside.
Either for a 10-1 or the other option, a really long 10-1, what treat would you want to be tossed into your mouth afterward for being a good little buddy? This should be something bite-sized and should give you the feeling of a job well done just from being placed into your mouth. Thanks for all the many laughs and for keeping me company
horny email.
On long days walking dogs. And hello to my pal Joe who listens and my pal Gary who doesn't. He's a piece of shit. Love you all. Thanks, Jacob.
This is Jacob.
This may be a secretly horny, but that's okay.
Jacob's got his lotion out listening to the answer.
While walking dogs?
Jacob's listening to this from his kennel.
Like a single Totino's pizza roll.
That honestly, the big baby slice would be great if it existed.
My problem here's the Totino's pizza roll is a good answer. My issue is if I'm thinking about this whole thing being put in my mouth.
Yeah. You're worried about the molten cheese?
I'm worried about the hot cheese.
Oh my God.
But that could be an issue though. Like and especially you're out.
It could be an issue.
You're exerting yourself on a walk. I don't know if I want like a hot bite, you know? I'm gonna say a piece of nigiri sushi, like a nice little salmon, like right on my tongue. Yeah.
That to me is just like raw fish out of nowhere, it, to me, is not as fun.
Oh, man, that'd be nice and refreshing. Nice piece of cold fish, a little bit of soy sauce.
Yeah.
How about a little bit of ginger? Put that bad boy in your mouth.
But then now this takes away the whole thing of it. Like, it's like a Scooby snack.
Well, then don't have then get that out of there. It's just like they're just gonna take that piece and they're just gonna put it on your tongue. Hey, it's a little.
Have soy sauce because you'll give the dog a little bowl with a little.
Yeah.
So you can have a little bowl with some soy sauce in it.
Or give me like an unagi, like a freshwater eel, something that's pre-sauced, and I'll just like, okay, I'll just take that down. And also like, my mouth's big enough, I can take a whole a piece of sushi down in one bite.
I know about that. He's a 1%er in a lot of ways.
It's the same gene.
The 1%er.
It's on the same gene.
The 1%er gene.
It determines.
Or like how about this? How about like a California roll or a cucumber roll? Something that's
Whatever
like
you
a little bit of roll.
It's your
sushi
answer.
roll.
I'm sorry I gave you too much of a hard time.
Okay.
I like that for you.
Okay.
For me, the answer is a Hershey Kiss.
That's a much better
I was
answer.
going to say
that's
a single
fun.
Reese's cup. Like
That's
one of the little
also
mini
good.
Reese's
That's
cups
fun.
is kind of like
Emma,
the perfect.
that is good.
With the Hershey Kiss, I like to I don't even chew. I like to just kind of let it ride.
Let it cook.
So I would go Hershey Kiss.
Yeah.
Let it cook. Is that a thing? Is that a term?
Yeah.
Is that a term? There was an episode a couple months ago where you said let them
Oh,
cook
right.
100 times.
I did say I'm going to let it cook. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. What is my little snack?
I have an answer.
Let's hear it.
Dibs.
Oh,
Ooh,
The ice cream
That is
bites.
ice cream
good.
bite.
Those are fun.
Fuck, that's
Those are a
really
lot of
good.
A
fun.
single ice cream bite, especially if it's hot out.
Sometimes they're so cold they stick to your tongue, though.
Even better.
And that's a risk.
Do you ever get
Even
those-
better?
Because they sell those at the movies, and I'm just always like, I can't imagine. I like those, but I can't imagine getting those at a movie theater.
Because I like to wait till the movie starts to eat my snacks.
Yeah.
So I'm usually waiting through trailers, so they'd be just like melted by the time I started eating them.
And also, I'm just getting chocolate everywhere.
I
It's
have.
just like
I've
a messy
done
treat.
it. I've
done it? You had the dibs?
dove deep into the dibs.
Yeah.
And the issue is you have to essentially eat them in about 35 seconds.
Right.
And then you feel weird for the first 30 minutes, and then you fall asleep, basically. That's pretty much what happened.
I think I got it. Oh, yes. A chicken nugget.
That's pretty
Spicy
good.
or no spicy?
Look, I gave him shit about the soy sauce, so now I'm in trouble because, like, of course, like if it was dipped in sweet and sour sauce, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, you don't want a dry guy.
But I think you'd have to go, if you were going dry guy, you'd probably have to do spicy nugget, right? But also, a nugget without even being dunked sometimes is great.
Yeah.
It can be fun. It's like a tendy, but I do want the dipping sauce. I would say the dipping sauce is allowed. However, if you want a little you want to do a little loophole there, then you can just I'll do a sauce nug. I think you could be okay there.
Sure, okay, that's fair.
We do a saucy nug.
But it has to be chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a popcorn chicken.
That's pretty good too. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's interesting you both went savory.
I think I'm exerting myself. I think I would want something savory. I don't know. That makes me feel more put me more in meal
It
territory.
makes you feel more like a good boy.
It makes me feel more like a good boy. Yeah.
Well, it's good because we're getting sent out to get neutered right afterwards too. Cut off my small balls.
They're small too.
Yeah, the whole thing is down there. I got Zelensky'd. I think.
Wait. What?
I got Zelensky.
What is that?
Wayne Zelensky, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh,
It's
I
all
thought you were
tiny.
talking about the president of Ukraine.
I thought you were too, but I was like,
What the
I guess it
fuck
makes
do
sense.
you
I don't know.
mean by that?
I didn't even know the president was Zelensky. Oh, I know. I remember that. But Dwayne Zelensky
I
from
was like,
Honey, I
is there
Shrunk the
some
Kids.
more I don't know?
Yeah.
That's everything down there is it's everything's been.
I'm glad you pursued that because I was just going to leave it alone. But yeah, I did absolutely think thought you were making a Ukraine reference.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't want to have to bring it up next time I came back on I Got a Bone. So I wanted to address it now.
If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedbag@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GOTO. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Doubler Weekly bonus episode plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog, subscribe at patreon.com/doughboys. Our producer is Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer is Amelia Marino. Our engineer is Casey Donahue. Our video editor is Mike Dorfman. Our guest, Zach Cherry, Severance on Apple TV+. Everyone should check it out. Congratulations on the new season and on all your success. Tell us, feel free to plug the show. Anything else you want to promote?
Yeah, it's good.
It is.
It's good.
It is. It's
Check
great.
it out. Check it out. It's good.
Such a funny actor.
Yeah.
Funny and talented actor.
Thank
You check out the show. People are going to watch it anyways. But
A great friend of the podcast.
Yes.
It's been so nice to get to know you through you guesting on the show, and we love that you listen to the show. And
I love to be here. This
Oh,
is truly.
God bless.
My wife was joking. This is like a Make-A-Wish week for me. I come out here.
You wish for LA to burn down.
Before that.
Okay,
Before
all
that.
right.
Once we got here, it became like I don't know.
Well, we love having you on the show, and we were happy that you were down to do this today. And I think it was cathartic in a way. There was a tweet that was like, "Don't make content during the stuff," and that's what our dumb jobs are. And I think that look, we're no first responders, but doing this for me was nice to get my mind off of stuff. And we're thinking about everyone who's affected by the fires. And Wags, I'm a transplant, but I love this city.
Yeah,
you were born and raised.
I've lived in LA County my whole life. Yeah,
and you love this place.
Yeah.
And it's been a bad week, and we're thinking about everyone who's been affected by the fires, and we love you, and we're just and thank you to everyone who's responded. That's all.
Really appreciate all of you.
Yeah,
that just gave me an idea for maybe a new segment.
I'm glad that speech gave you an idea for a new segment.
I'm just first responders, maybe thirst responders. And then it's like a situation, and we talk about what drink you'd want in that situation.
That's really
okay. All right,
good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got that out of all this.
Okay, great.
Thirst responders.
That's good.
You should tell the next firefighter you see about that and see how they feel.
I would love to talk to some firefighters after all this is done and talk to them about things like that. It would be interesting to hear how you quench your thirst after fighting a fire.
Yeah.
I have some buddies back in Quincy who are firefighters, but it would be fun to talk
My
to.
friend's a firefighter. I'm going to text some thirst responders right now and see how he reacts.
Okay, great.
But yes, thank you to the first responders and everyone who keeps doing their job in LA and keeping us safe and keeping the city running too, Wags. That's all I wanted to say.
Hey, I appreciate you saying it. Hey, that'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time, for the Spoon Man Mike Mitchell, I'm Tiger Weiger. Happy eating.
See ya.
Hey, buddy, want Doughboys merch? We're talking hats, shirts, sweatshirts, patches, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Aprons. It's all available at kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.